And Go Team Productions presents Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons basketball. We're home sweet home as the Dragons host Southwest Minnesota State, presented by the Microtel and the Travelodge and Suites of Moorhead. It is brutal outside weather-wise. In here, it's pretty nice and toasty as we welcome you inside Alex Nemzik Hall in Moorhead. My name is Steve DeStatio, and it's my privilege to be with you tonight alongside Jared Bledsoe. The last time you and I were together in front of that camera, the Dragons were on a long winning streak, and they were on their way. But you know what? They ran into a couple of good teams on the road the last couple of weekends, and all of a sudden, it's a dogfight coming down the stretch in the NSIC.
Exactly, and that's expected in this conference. As you know, night in, night out, each weekend, you have to bring it.
So Minnesota Duluth beat the Dragons. The Dragons were level with Duluth after the first quarter. Then they couldn't buy a bucket, just 3 points in the second quarter against Minnesota State Mankato last Friday night. They were D'ing up, especially in their comeback when they were down 25, but they're having trouble putting the ball in the bucket. What's the remedy?
Obviously, you got players like Barabic that can put up big-time numbers. Hits can get buckets. You got your bench producing, so you're looking for those players to come out and knock down some shots for you this evening.
When you told me individually, if you're in a slump, watch the ball go through the basket. For a team, how do you start getting a little more offensive?
Obviously, the Dragons have been known to get the ball inside early. So you want to bang inside, look to get some buckets inside, and then as you talk about, let's see the ball go through the hole. Maybe you make the layup. Maybe you get to the free throw line and get that confidence going as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah. There's Carla Nelson still in her cast. There's Tom Webb, and you and I were talking about him a couple minutes before we went on the air. This guy right here might be in line for Coach of the Year. He's done a remarkable job. This team won 3 games 2 years ago. They won 5 last year. They're 8-8 in the league. Heck, they could get a home playoff game in a couple weeks.
Yes, kudos to the coach. The Mustangs are making their way up on the south side of the NSIC. Look for them to compete. They're coming in with a 3-game winning streak, looking to keep that rolling in February.
Here we go, Sarah Teskey and Peyton Boom. This is a battle of 6-footers, so Teskey doesn't put the ball in the basket maybe as much as Peyton Boom. You can see they're both mid-level scorers, but they are going to battle underneath.
Both young ladies are contributors. As you mentioned, Peyton Boom averaging over 6 points a game, 55% from the field, can definitely come in, and obviously the Dragons would need her to produce offensively as well. You
said, and I've always said this is one of my mantras, when the Dragons are in trouble, they need a bucket, they go low. Low. And you said that's what you think, higher percentage shots.
Absolutely. The Dragons have the firepower and size. We talk about hints, we talk about a boom, we talk about the young ladies that are getting inside, 4 out, 1 in, bang it inside, allow them to force the double team. Then when you start to get some open looks from the perimeter.
Yeah, you talk about double, and we just met with Lori and Tom Hintz. Their daughter's averaging a double-double.
Yes, she is. Great family. Really enjoyed chatting with them as the Mustangs win the tip. But look, they want Hintz to come out and have a great weekend.
With it was Malia Reinert, and now Jenna Borchers. Up top, this is Callie Rodney. No, and there's Hintz out rebounding Abuka Koi underneath. So the Dragons get the ball first after a stop.
Yes, nice job by Hintz boxing out, and right away they get it inside to Hintz. And that could be a confidence booster. Great job by the Dragons. Get it inside to Megan Hintz for 2.
Megan Hintz shooting 54% on the season. 2-0, the Dragons get the lead. That's also, if we want some keys to a game, maybe we should talk to the Hintz parents, Megan Hintz's parents. Get off to a good start.
Yes, yes. As the Dragons come out matched up, man-to-man, extending that pressure for them to continue to do a solid job defensively.
Okoye wrapped up, and now Volkert. I think she bothered Callie Rodning just enough to where Rodning was befuddled under the basket. So 2 good starts defensively for the Dragons. There they go again to the mid-blocks. Hintz nearly ran out of bounds. This is Boom. Oh, I'm sorry, this is
Maddie Green with the drive.
She couldn't finish. Maddie Green played really well in a dogfight down in St. Paul last Saturday where the Dragons came from behind and won in overtime 63-58. Reinert gets the ball near our far side. That's Sadie Stelter, and Southwest has its first lead.
Southwest picking up after the bucket. forcing a little change of tempo. Nice dime there by Jackie Volkert. And again, Megan Hintz at point-blank range getting the deuce.
Volkert first in the NSIC in assists. That was her 95th this season. 4-3, Dragons back on top. Shoveling. Stelter, 2 in a row for her. And here's, hey, if I'm the other team, this is what I'm doing against the Dragons too. Not that, as Green goes all the way in, but slowing them down.
You got to slow them down. Great job there by Maddie Green going coast to coast.
6-5, Jared. This was the score at the end of the first quarter in St. Paul. Concordia had the lead, 6-5. The Bears and the Dragons were combined 3 for 35 in the first quarter. Rodning, she's the leading scorer for Southwest. She goes all the way in, and it's 7-6. That was Nicole Herbranson. She has the ball. So if you've noticed, Lauren Fetch isn't starting. Baravich all the way in, not even close. And
look at Hintz get on the floor. Great job.
There's the jump ball. But my point is, Fetch hasn't been starting the last 2 games. Herbranson, they're bringing her in for offense. What do you see in her game?
Herbranson can produce. She's shown signs to be scrappy. Traditionally, like the Dragons team expects, she can knock down the long ball. Obviously, maybe looking for a little more offense out of her.
Volkert's not looking her way. She'll loop it all the way out to Green. It goes through her hands. This is Sarah Bicey out of Marshall, Minnesota. 7-6 Southwest. Rodning went all the way in, didn't put it up. Here goes Sarah Bicey. And Rodning wouldn't go. And that was Volkert getting dirty on the rebound. Even though she didn't get the rebound, her team gets the ball.
Those are the effort plays that the Dragons are going to need if they want to be successful. Again, this team coming in pretty hot. 3 wins in a row, scrapping, looking to hopefully the Mustangs are to get host the NSIC first-round tournament game.
Here's that pressure. It all started with Bemidji, remember? The Dragons were playing a winless Bemidji State squad who gave them everything they could handle. There's Herbranson taking it to the rack.
And this is probably one of the reasons why this young lady is in the game. Great fake to freeze the defense, finishing with a nice layup in transition.
Rodning defended by Volkert.
Oh, nice hesitation.
Powerful move inside. There's Hintz with a powerful rebound. We mentioned this Southwest squad. 3-24 2 years ago. They went winless at home. Their only wins were against Upper Iowa, Crookston, Minot. They were eliminated by the Dragons in the playoffs as Jackie Volkert scores. Then last year they won just 5 games overall. They've got as many conference wins this year as they had total victories the last 2 years.
And that's huge. Kudos to the coaching staff, nurturing that program and getting it back up to standard. Obviously, we talked about the history of a team and a program. Southwest is known for winning as they get called for travel there.
They are. When Carla came into the league, it was Southwest and it was Duluth.
Yes.
The Southwest team was good. They had a player on their team named Erin Fry. I don't know if that name's familiar, but she graduated in 2001. In Carla Nelson's first game against Southwest here, Erin Fry had 14 points, 5 rebounds. Then she went on, and now she's the commissioner of the NSIC.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Erin Lind.
Look at you connect the dots there.
I connected the dots, and I'm not going to say that Erin also had 5 turnovers that game. That wouldn't be that wouldn't be nice. See, everything was going well, and then I got to bring that up. And I'm going to hear about that at the tournament. Baravich scores. All 5 starters have scored.
That's a big sign. Here's a good sign, actually, for the Dragons. Baravich knocking down that long 3.
Here's a whistle and a foul. This is on Herbranson. She does bring some toughness to the Dragons. Oh, the block by Volkert. Getting the ball back is Malia Reinert, and now I think the shot clock rewound, and that's what Dave Peterson and Katie Reese are going to discuss. Fetch is about to come in, and I think we're going to have a change in shot clock. 13-7, the Dragons have the lead. We mentioned the Dragons had to get off to a good start. I would imagine you think they have.
Yes, a good start, getting it inside right away, Hintz getting involved. as we mentioned, once you get it inside, now that opens it up for some open shots. But Roberts knocked down an open 3. So, and a solid job so far defensively. I just want to do a little better job containing penetration.
Matty Green, Herbertson taking the ball to the rack, and then Baravich's bomb. That's an elixir.
Yes, and they're handling the press so far, as we talked about. You mentioned that earlier. Teams are going to press the Dragons and see how they adjust. A player to watch. Boom, missing at point-blank range.
Good shot, though, underneath. Boom, into the ball game. The 6-foot redshirt freshman from Barnesville. 13-9, a bucket for the Mustangs as we approach the 4.5-minute mark. Some pressure and a turnover. Fetch lost it out of bounds. And it'll be Southwest ball after the commercial. 4:30 remaining here in the first quarter. Dragons up by 4.
Heading to Fargo-Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
Tribal Lodge of Moorhead. Are you or someone you know heading to FM? Stay at the Microtel of Moorhead or the Tribal Lodge and Suites, both with great locations close to all the amenities you need to relax and recharge. Got free Wi-Fi, a great breakfast, and ask for an MSUM rate and you'll get it at the Microtel and the Tribal Lodge. Jared, you were referencing the standings. There are the Dragons, and objects in your rearview mirror are closer than they appear.
Yes, we talk about Minnesota Duluth right on the tails, only a game down. You mentioned that earlier. A game behind the Dragons in the NSIC North. As we're looking at Southwest, I'm sorry.
Southwest, they're only a game back.
Only a game back. Yeah, they're right in the mix. So
good stuff. I was going to ask you, I imagine coming home. There are teams that like to go on the road. I asked Addison Park. He said, I love being on the road. I'm like, I like being in my own bed. But it just gives him a chance to relax and maybe recharge. As Abuka Okoye gets loose underneath and scores. But I imagine coming home, especially when it's so bad outside, can recharge your team.
It can. Obviously, you're in familiar territory, able to get in the gym, get some extra shots up. Like you said, sleep in your bed, eat your own food. Prepare your own meals and so forth. So should be a plus for the Dragons as they handle the press.
They do, but look, 14 on the shot clock. They get the ball underneath the green. That's a pretty move.
Oh, nice touch there by Matty Green.
That can't be an easy shot with Abuka Okoye and her long arms in your face. 15-11. Dragons up by 4. There goes Rodney all the way in. She's a player. She scores and gets fouled.
Nice hesitation there by Rodney, taking the contact. Going by the Dragon defender, taking the contact and finishing.
Hintz back in, Herbertson back in, and Brooklyn Legal's in for the first time for the Dragons. The 6'2" sophomore from Richland Center, Wisconsin. This is Rodney, who's a good free throw shooter. 4th in the league at 87%. Jackie Volkert's in first. It's 15-14. Herbertson.
Nice
oh, no,
find.
look to Hintz.
Nice find there.
That is unselfish basketball at its finest.
It is, and that's the chemistry that we talked about. You want to be able to be firing on some cylinders this late here in the NSIC tournament play. Season.
Lost the ball. Here comes Jackie Volkert. Dragons up by 3. Hintz, too deep to shoot. Herbertson.
I like the patience by the Dragons. Still looking to get it inside.
Herbertson. Yes. Good ball movement.
Oh, excellent ball movement. And this young lady is shooting and playing with a different level of confidence.
Yeah, Herbertson did not look like this last weekend. The Dragons are now 9 of 12. So people are probably saying, what's all this nonsense about them struggling to put the ball in the rack, in the hole. Here they come again. Volkert around Hintz. Jackie ran into some traffic. Underneath. Oh, swatted away by Okoye. And a foul. Give Megan an A for perseverance.
She didn't give up on the play,
Look at
absolutely.
that. 1, 2, 3, 3 brown shirts, blocked by Okoye, pushed down by Rodning, and fouled by Callie. Ooh, a rare miss by Megan Hintz, 8th in the NSIC at 83%. Now this is just the third free throw of the game. Last Friday in Minnesota State Mankato's 76-60 victory over the Dragons, there were 65 free throws. I was not a happy guy. Who wants to watch that?
Free throw shooting contest.
Do
You
you?
don't like those?
No. Ugh. 65. I challenge anybody to count to 65 slowly, and you'll see how long and arduous it is. So when you're watching 65 free throws,
You want to know parts of it?
no.
Even if they're all net?
No. No. 2014, my first argument with Jared, I win. On the year, I'm undefeated. This is Brooklyn Legal. Jared's disagreeing. Legal spinning. Green, a head fake. Green, nailed. No whistle. And she ducked for cover. A lot of contact underneath.
But you like their aggression. You know, able to attack off the basket, off the dribble. Like you said, no foul call. And I'm sure Coach Nelson will definitely be in the ears of the officials. But you want your players to continue to be aggressive.
You know what she said? Good call. I don't want to see 65 free throws. Natalie Steichen, she played pretty well last Saturday night in St. Paul. So Steichen's into the ball game. The 5'5" freshman from Dilworth, Minnesota. Steichen made 3 of 7 shots in the Dragons' overtime victory. She was distributing the ball wonderfully as well. Here she is, defended by Sarah Teskey.
With Southwest pressing like this, the guard play will be essential. Something to watch.
Borovich, catch and shoot.
Quick release there. Oh, great job by Hintz muscling inside.
And a jump ball. Good hands by Abuka Coy to get ball and not wrist. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Steichen will inbound. Brooklyn Legal will play duck, duck, goose with Megan Hintz. Steichen finds Borovich, now Legal. She's got to put it up, and a foul. Tom Webb's not going to like this call. I think they got Reiner. And this will reset the shot clock. Oh no, they got Sarah Bicey. So a fresh shot clock for the Dragons. We're under a minute. Legal. Looping it inside
nice
the Hintz.
Fine. Excellent find by Legal, and Hintz with the impressive catch and finish.
22-14. Borchers up top, Sarah Teskey. Whistle and a foul. Here comes veteran Northern Sun official Dave Peterson. Let's review. I thought Megan was moving.
A little confusion on the handoff up top, whether they're going to switch or fight through. Great job by Teskey attacking the basket.
Teskey now under 50% for the season from the free throw line. Her second one's no good. Legal the rebound. The difference between the shot clock and the game clock is 8. Here's Borovich. Steichen, fouled. Jenna Borchers gets whistled for the foul. It's the 4th team foul. So now the Dragons can play for the final shot if they choose. Legal to inbound. Nicole Brown is in, the 6'3" freshman from Madison, South Dakota. Steichen. Harassed by Borchers.
Little screen and roll action here.
There's Brown rolling. Over top of Abuka Koi.
Nice play called there by the Dragons. Brown finishing right under the basket.
Throwing it up. Borchers, short. Good quarter for the Dragons. They're up by 10. You're watching live coverage of Dragons basketball on WDAY Extra.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. That's msumdragons.com/swim.
If you're looking for a good neighbor agency in our community, call the Eggers Agency at 218-233-1334. Stop by their office on 8th Street in Moorhead. And Matt Buss has a promotion called Link FM. It's a fun, fast, and free way to get around downtown. For more information, go to mattbus.com. Try it today. Go green. Ride Matt Buss.
Something we talked about earlier, Steve, the Dragons getting it inside, going low. 14 points right away in the paint for the Dragons. So off to a solid start.
The Dragons have made 11 of their first 17 shots. That's 65%. Southwest shooting 43%. Both teams have a three-pointer made, 24-14. So everything I told you that we didn't see on the road the last 2 weekends happened in the first quarter.
It happened. They're making shots. They're patient, applying continuing to do a great job on defense, but as you mentioned, just couldn't quite score the ball.
But their shots, like you mentioned, you said they should go low. What they did was they went low, and they got rewarded for it. This is Abuka Koi, and she gets fouled. Nicole Brown will get whistled for the foul. So Abuka Koi is at the free throw line shooting 2, and her first one is good. Koi on the season, a 69% free throw shooter. She doesn't waste any time either. She'll make a pair. It's 24-16. Dragons are up by 8, 9:49 remaining here in this first half from Moorhead. Boy, Brooklyn Legal.
Wide open.
Wide
right?
open underneath as Sadie Stelter slipped. But Brown didn't want to risk it. This is Natalie Steichen. Running one-hander won't go. Steichen through the trees, grabs the rebound.
Great job anticipating that miss by Steichen.
Green, no. For Southwest, here comes Erin Baxter, number 24. She's out of Apple Valley, Minnesota. Stelter kicks. Borchers, 3, short.
Great box out there by Baravich.
One thing that Baravich has always done is deed it up. She'll shovel that one up and score.
Nice little cross and scoop with the left hand. Getting it done on both ends, Baravich.
Sounds like what I've been doing the last 2 days with a shovel. Cross and scoop.
Oh, man.
26-16.
I think the whole region has been
crossing and scooping. McCoy, no. Baxter, yes, for 3. We're supposed to get it again Tuesday.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh, yeah. Baravich double teamed, loops at the green. Maddie.
Nice find.
Legal in the corner. In and out. Brown hustling for the rebound, but then throws it away. Good anticipation by Erin Baxter. 4 Dragons and 2 Mustangs want to check in.
Oh, nice finish there by Baxter, getting the steal and going coast to coast, cutting his lead to 5.
A 5-0 Erin Baxter run. Baravich up top to Steichen. Well, this place is filling up pretty nicely. Abuka Koi gets whistled for a foul.
Well, you mentioned it's been snowing. I mean, maybe people had cabin fever. They're ready to get out and do something on Friday.
Here comes wholesale substitutions. Hintz, Boom, Herbertson, and Volkert for the Dragons. Malaya Reinert and Borchers is back in for Southwest. Barabich from downtown.
Oh, nice shot there by Barabich, shooting with confidence this evening.
Catch and shoot, up by 8 of the Dragons, 29-21 here at the 7:35 mark of the first half. Steve DeStatio, Jared Bledsoe, Alexis Kennedy will be along soon. Okoye, high off the glass with some nice touch.
Nice move there by Okoye. Nice footwork.
Herbertson lost the ball. Ball goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by Nicole.
Solid defense there by Reinhardt, extending that pressure. And the Dragons, again, will have to handle the pressure from the guard position, as the Mustangs like to press, jump trap. They've shown a couple times so far this first half.
Sarateski, Okoye, dared to shoot. That's why. Volkert, the long rebound. Here's Jackie. She saw Abuka Koi and ran the other way. Herbertson for 3. No. Rebound pulled down by Jenna Borchers out of Grimes, Iowa. A second-team All-Stater where she averaged 17 points per game. Look at that effort by Jackie Volkert. Here comes the spark. She'll pop a 3. How about that move?
Oh, getting it done. Anticipation on the defensive end. Patience coming off that screen and knocking it down.
The Curly Neal crossover, step right 3. I'm getting this. I'm learning.
You learning?
Hintz with a block. Here comes Jackie again. Herbertson on the near side.
And I like that patience by Herbertson, not forcing the 3. Dragons get it inside, got the height advantage.
They loop it back into Hintz. Hintz battling with Okoye, who stands her ground. This is Volkert, another step back 3. This is short, and Okoye grabs the rebound. I agree with you, Jared. Herbertson could have popped the 3. And I think before tonight, she would have popped the 3 as the Mustangs get whistled for a travel. But I think it's clear Carla Nelson wants to shore things up and get the ball deeper tonight.
And rightfully so. It's got the Dragons off to a tremendous start, getting the confidence going, getting early buckets, and putting up 32 points thus far this first half.
Herbertson grabs the inbound as Southwest will put on some more pressure. The Dragons break it. This is Volkert. Herbertson looking low. Up top, Hintz. Here's Megan. Who tipped it out last? Southwest. We mentioned when we showed you the standings, the Mustangs are tied with Wayne State. Just one game behind Winona State for the number 4 spot.
Oh, nice find.
Volkert fouled.
Herbertson with a nice find. Jackie slipping into the seams there, getting fouled. Opportunity for 2 at the stripe.
Volkert makes a pair. She's the number 1 free throw shooter in the league at 90%. It's 34-23. The Dragons have their largest lead here with 5:06 remaining in the first half on the woman's side. Stelter running one-hander now. Barabich, another great box out as Callie Rodning was all over her. In the far corner, this is Herbertson. She'll shoot this one.
Oh, nice shot, nice find. by Baravich.
Herbertson connects. The Dragons are firing on all cylinders. 4:45 remaining here in the first half. The Dragons are now up by 14.
Prosperity is today's investment in tomorrow's promise. The promise of a better way of life. With every act of kindness, every act of creation, and with every act of love, we strengthen our community. And when we stand together as a community, we accomplish the impossible. We can choose to pass through life, or we can choose to pass on a better way of life.
There we go. There's the Gate City Bank My School Spirit Card Fan Cam. Ask for a Dragon debit card and they'll make a donation directly to MSUM scholarships. And Promotional Solutions is a collection of marketers, creators, designers, finance guys, and fangirls with a passion for good products, design, and creating awesome promotional solutions. Visit promotingus.com for more. Alexis Kennedy has made an appearance tonight. Good evening, Alexis.
Hi guys, how are you?
Good, go. What do you got?
Good. Carla was telling her women here that their defense on the baseline is great. They have to keep driving, and she loves how they're battling the ball. They're battling the ball great, as well as they're rebounding the weak side.
Alexis, thank you very much. 37-23, 4:45 remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, to follow up on what Alexis just said, I mean, the Dragons have 10 points off those turnovers that they're forcing, so.
How about that defense by Hintz?
Big time block there by Hintz. So the defensive energy has been there thus far.
I think the energy period has been there. This did not happen 2 weeks ago in Duluth. It did not happen last Friday in Mankato or last Saturday in St. Paul. The energy was just not of a champion. Carla Nelson will be the first to admit that. Right? Tonight, it's a 10 out of 10.
They're firing on all cylinders, as you mentioned earlier, and it's fun to watch. And I'm sure they want to continue to do that if they want to continue to achieve their goals.
Obviously, it's a night-to-night matchup league. It's the same in every blankety-blank sport, right? Gone all the way in Volker. But with this energy and effort, I got some money on these guys to go deep in the NSIC tournament.
True. You got your bench performing well. Like you said, the energy's there. Offensively, the ball is going in the hole as Jackie knocks down the first free throw.
Borchers got whistled for the foul. Volkert is not hurting her free throw stats as she's 4 for 4. It's 39-23 here with 4:20 remaining in the first half from Moorhead. Men to follow the Dragons in Southwest Minnesota State. They have treated us to some beauties in the past. One might remember when Jared Bledsoe was a part of the 2003 team that beat Southwest in the playoffs down in Marshall. One of my favorite games of all time.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Fun game.
Yeah. Then Bemidji. And we don't want to talk about Duluth. Here comes Volker. Herbertson loops. Hintz. Going to attack Okoye. Volker in the corner for a three. No. Okoye the rebound. Here comes Aaron Baxter. Herbertson with the defense, but she got her with the body.
Baxter being aggressive, attacking out of that transition, as you mentioned. McCoy getting the rebound. A little hesitation, changes speed. Baxter the line for two.
So you've seen Herbertson get whip, get fire. Maybe that's what they're looking for out of Fetch when she's back in the ball game.
True.
And that's why she's coming off the bench.
Herbertson is giving the Dragons some positive minutes. As you said, showed the discipline, not taking every wide open look. But also sprinting down, being shot ready. Baravich finding her in transition and knocking down that open three. So I'm sure she's doing exactly what the women's coaching staff has asked of her, and that's why she's getting more minutes.
39-24. Here's Green. Looping
nice
inside
pass.
again.
Excellent pass by Green. Not zipping it in. A little floater pass, Hintz catching, finishing another layup.
Those are what we call high percentage shots. Rodning all the way in, and an offensive foul.
Excellent help side defense there by Hintz.
Tom Webb is probably not going to agree with this call, but yeah, Hintz got there, right? She moved the first time. They called it on Hintz. She planted that time. Volkert forgot the ball. That's important. This is Fetch in the ball game. And a foul. Malia Reinhardt whistled for Southwest's latest foul. That's the 15th foul, so Kylie Baravich will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Kylie has 9. Steichen will come in for Jackie Volker. Kylie makes a pair. 43-24.
You talked about the Dragons not being able to score, but man, it's hard to believe in dropping 43 points first half
So far.
as Reinhardt knocks down the 3.
Again, it's a matchup. Maybe they like what they see underneath, but they're finding Megan, and she's delivered. Baravich again. Speaking of delivering, the Dragon lead is 19. Rodning on the all-freshman team 2 years ago. Pretty fadeaway, wouldn't go. Look at Baravich fighting for the ball away from McCoy, and then Hintz gets tackled.
Scrappy play there by the Dragons, not giving up. McCoy had the rebound, but the Dragons did not give up on that play.
Speaking of not giving up, they got toasted pretty good 2 weeks ago in Duluth. Came back the next night, beat a pretty good St. Cloud State team. Got beat, down by 25 at one point. Expended a ton of energy to make it a ball game down in Mankato before falling 76-70, and then came back the next night, overcame another deficit, and beat Concordia St. Paul. That was Concordia's first loss at home as well. So there's never any give up on the squad. Hintz makes a couple free throws.
Yeah, and that's the pedigree of champions. And obviously that's the goal, to win another NSIC championship right out. Those type of wins on the road at St. Paul will help you achieve those goals.
Remember in Upper Iowa and Winona, Allison Swenson used the word messy?
Yes.
Right? There's nothing messy about this so far tonight. This is Baxter at the free throw line again. (48-28). Oh, Green rips the ball away.
Sky for the rebound.
Here's Fetch.
Southwest switching it up, going to a 2-3 zone.
A little double teaming action. Steichen.
The Dragons adjust.
Hintz. 9 on the shot clock. Baravich around a screen. Kylie. Green's got to put it up. And a shot clock violation. Good team defense that time by Southwest.
Change of pace there by the Mustangs, going to a 2-3 zone and forcing a turnover. You love to see a high-low look for the Dragons. The next possession down. I'm sure Southwest will stick with that zone.
McCoy. Air ball. I think Hintz had something to do with that as well. Here comes Baravich. Hintz at the free throw line. Baravich. No. McCoy the rebound. 1:10 remaining here in the first half. Reinhardt. Tough shot. Must have hit the glass because she got it back. And then a 3 by Bicey.
Nice looking stroke there by Bicey.
48-31 as we're under a minute.
Again, if you're the Dragons, you want to get some type of high-low look, get into the teeth of that defense.
Well, it's become apparent what Tom Webb thinks. He thinks the same thing. That's why they're in this 2-3 zone. And Bukakoy comes up with another defensive stop. Here comes Bicey. 2 seconds separates the shot clock from the game clock. Baxter with 10 on the shot clock. Here goes Reinhardt again. Off the glass.
Tough shot there by Reinhardt.
Dragons have to hurry. And that's going to do it for half number one. The Dragons up 48-33. As the Dragons make their way to the locker room, Alexis Kennedy has found Carla Nelson. Alexis.
Coach, a dominant first half. What needs to continue going into the second?
Probably the same effort, a little bit better. I just think that we need to defend better.
All right, thank you. See you second. Steve, Jared.
All right, Alexis, thank you very much. Halftime here at Nemzik. The Dragon women lead Southwest 48-33. And MSU More at halftime news break is on its way. And then Jared and I will break down this first half. You're watching live coverage of Dragons basketball presented by Dragons Live on WDAY Extra.
Update or download to the all-new MSUM Dragons app on iTunes and Google Play. The new app features customized following of only your favorite Dragons teams, incredible in-app live stats and media coverage, and our fired-up rewards program all in one easy-to-use app. Update your Dragons app, search MSUM in your app store, or visit msumdragons.com/app to download the new MSUM Dragons app today.
Okay, one more.
All right, Benji.
Come on.
Benji.
Yes, smile.
What about the flash?
Okay, one more.
Benjamin, hold
Make
it
a flash,
sideways.
Benji. You have to
Please
back it
use
up.
my
You want to get
camera.
everybody
Looking at
in.
the
You
camera?
can't get everybody in unless you back
Well,
up.
he did it. He did
There
it.
you go.
Did you get? Did you need me?
Okay.
Did you?
Don't forget to
Did you
take
get it,
one with
Ben?
my camera.
I think you got it.
Benjamin.
Take another
That
shot.
work? I think I blinked.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings Beer Sports.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. That's msumdragons.com/swim.
Today's Dragons Live coverage is brought to you by BSN, The Courtyard by Marriott, Herbert & Gerbert's, Richards Transportation, Shields of Moorhead, Shucks Bus Service, Buffalo Wild Wings, Forum Communications.
Hello everyone and welcome to your MSUM Halftime Report. On today's report, we're going to take a look at the students behind the scenes of Dragon Athletics that help promote, market, take photos, edit videos, and work on the live production crew, as well as much more as part of the Go team.
The Go team, we like to call ourselves the champions of Dragon Pride. And what that means is that we want to be champions of the brand of MSUM Dragons. The clothes we wear and the comments that we make and just being positive and excited about being Dragons. And the other side of that is being good at what we do. We have a lot of opportunities to win awards, and we've won 13 national awards in the last 5 years. And so we want to be the best representations of our brand and champions in everything that we do, and helping our other Dragon teams become champions in what they're trying to do. It's an internship that's going to be different from anything else I think you're going to find, because we really strategically try to find the strengths of the individual and craft the role around those. So it's not just a cookie cutter, you're going to be doing this, you're going to be doing that. You really get to make the experience whatever you want it to be. And we're firm believers, and you get what you put into anything. And so the harder you work, the better the experience is going to be. And if it's surrounded around your strengths, you're actually going to enjoy it too.
I'm Erin Lemaire. I am a production assistant and assistant student director at the Go Team. I joined the Go Team because it was a good chance to get experience in filmmaking in a more live production setting. I like a lot of different aspects of being on the Go Team. I like running the cameras and doing all sorts of the stuff with like the broadcasting, but I also like switching and pushing the buttons and doing replay, so all sorts of things.
My name's Laurel Hoseth. I take pictures for the Go Team during athletic events. I've always kind of liked sports and I love photography, so I thought this would be a good fit since I know how sports work, and I kind of am learning about my camera, and so I decided to get more experience. I feel really proud that your work is being used and it's actually appreciated.
I am Brent Keel. I am the audio video editor and production assistant with the Go Team. I joined the Go Team to put something on my resume that was beyond just I showed up to a class, and something to show employers that I have some real world experience.
My name is Macy Miller. For the Go Team, I'm a promotions coordinator. So I get to handle all of the in-game promotions. Pretty much they give me a mic and I get to make everybody excited to be here. So that includes like running games, throwing out t-shirts. I get to smile a lot, so I really like that.
If somebody was thinking about joining the Go Team, I would tell them to definitely just try it out. At least for a game or two, just to see if they like it.
These people that you'll be working with have a lot of pull in your career, and they also give you a lot of experience that you'll need in order to start a career.
There's a lot of real experience you can get that doesn't just apply to just sports.
Producing it, in all honesty, is a really cool opportunity that we allow our students to have. And just getting involved on campus is a great way to meet people, network, and just have a good time.
It's really easy to join the Go Team. All you have to do is go to msumdragons.com/GoTeam and fill out the application. It's just your name, phone number, email, and just send us your resume. We'll bring you in for an interview, get to know you a little bit, and see if you're the right fit culturally for what we're trying to do here. But go to msumdragons.com/GoTeam to apply today.
I'm proud to be a member of the Go Team and happy to have the opportunity to support Dragon Athletics, doing what I love. Stick around for more Dragons basketball after the break.
Today's Dragons Live coverage is brought to you by Matt Buss, Midco, Moorhead Public Service, Papa John's, Pepsi, Sanford Health, State Farm agent David Eggers, and Minnesota State University Moorhead. Get fired up for the new Shop MSUMDragons.com, the official online store of Dragon Athletics, featuring top brands like Under Armour, Adidas, Columbia, and more. Get gear in women's, youth, toddler, and infant sizes, perfect for all of our Dragon fans. Support your favorite Dragon team with Select a logo. Anything custom ships in 72 hours. And take your tailgating to the next level with items like bleacher chairs, tailgate tents, and lawn chairs. Get the gear and support your team with profits going directly to Dragon Athletics from Shop MSUMDragons.com.
Just looking back on myself freshman year to who I am currently, it's a complete transformation.
You walk around campus all the time, you see friendly faces, you see smiling faces, and people really, really love being here.
For me personally, I was able to get the experience and the knowledge that I needed to be successful.
I've had a pretty long journey to get here. Went to community college, changed majors, and MSUM has transformed my life just incredibly.
Update or download to the all-new MSUM Dragons app on iTunes and Google Play. The new app features customized following of only your favorite Dragons teams, incredible in-app live stats and media coverage, and our Fired Up Rewards program all in one easy-to-use app. Update your Dragons app, search MSUM in your app store, or visit msumdragons.com/app to download the new MSUM Dragons app today.
Halftime here at Alex Nemzik Hall in Moorhead, where the Dragon women lead Southwest Minnesota State by the score of 48-33. Let's take a look at some first half highlights. And this is Sadie Stelter shoveling up two. And for the Dragons, Jackie Volker. Oh, what a look inside by Megan Hintz. Jackie on the business end. Now this time, Hintz on the business end. Pretty look inside by Brooklyn Legal, and then Erin Baxter comes back for Southwest Minnesota State, takes matters into her own hands, and she'll score. This is a Book Okoye, a little pretty fadeaway jumper, but at the end, it was the Dragons. This is Kylie Baravich, splash down. Kylie had 13, along with Megan Hintz to lead the Dragons. They lead Southwest 48-33.
Dragons shooting scorching hot, 55% from the field, knocking down shots. Tremendous job at the free throw line, 90%. Obviously, you see the Mustangs doing a solid job as well, making 44% of their three-pointers, going 4 for 9. Both teams doing a solid job taking care of the ball. Obviously, the Dragons have done a better job capitalizing off of those turnovers. 14 points off of those 7 turnovers for the Mustangs.
Your first half highlights were provided by Midco. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the out-of-town scores, the upcoming schedule, and Jared Bledsoe is going to have his first Bullets of February. You're watching live coverage of Dragons basketball on WDAY Extra.
Heading to Fargo Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
Nobody burned down your she shed, Cheryl.
Well, my she shed's on fire.
Your she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
You hear that, Victor? I'm getting a new she shed.
She shed?
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful news.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Dave Eggers at 218-233-1334 today.
Get fired up for the new Shop MSUMDragons.com, the official online store of Dragon Athletics, featuring top brands like Under Armour, Adidas, Columbia, and more. Get gear in women's, youth, toddler, and infant sizes, perfect for all of our Dragon fans. Support your favorite Dragon team with Select a logo. Anything custom ships in 72 hours. And take your tailgating to the next level with items like bleacher chairs, tailgate tents, and lawn chairs. Get the gear and support your team with profits going directly to Dragon Athletics from Shop MSUMDragons.com.
Okay, one more.
All right, Benji.
Come on.
Benji.
Yes, smile.
Come on,
What about the flash?
Okay, one more.
Benjamin, hold
Make
it
a flash,
sideways.
Benji. You have to
Please
back
use
it up.
my
You want to
phone.
get everybody in. You
camera?
can't get everybody in unless you back
Well,
up.
he did it. He did
There
it.
you go.
Did you get? Do you need me? Did you?
Don't forget to
Did you
take
get it,
one with my
Ben?
camera.
I think you got
Benjamin.
it.
Take another
So,
shot.
I think I blinked.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings Beer Sports.
Heading to Fargo Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
All right, let's take a look around the league. Sponsored by the Shuck Bus Service. Winona State leading Minot 45-26. Mary leads down in Fayette 35-26. How'd they get there? Halftime in Sioux Falls. There's the big one. Minnesota Duluth, one game behind the Dragons. They lead Augustana 38-19 at the half, and St. Cloud leads at Wayne 46-35. They just started quarter number 3. Concordia and Bemidji in a good ball game up in Bemidji. Sioux Falls leads down in Aberdeen 34-31, and Minnesota State Mankato leads Minnesota Crookston 45-29. They are just starting the third quarter up at the Lee Soccer Gymnasium in Crookston. The men are next tomorrow night. It's the University of Sioux Falls. Here, Jared and I will have the call. The women at 3:30, the men at 5:30, and then we are home again next weekend as the Dragons will take on St. Cloud State, and then the regular season finale here at home against Minnesota Duluth next Saturday, February 16th. All right, we've been waiting for it. I've been on the road for the last couple of weeks. I need some blood-soaked bullets to warm me up.
You need the bullets.
Bring me some bullets to warm me up.
As Coach Nelson mentioned, you want to continue the effort. Also talked about staying low. They did a great job getting the ball low, establishing an offensive presence, and then obviously handle the press. Southwest is going to throw some different presses at them, try to change the flow of this game, get the Dragons out of the rhythm. So those are the bullets.
I love what Tom Webb did for Southwest Minnesota State. Came out in the man, did a little bit of full court pressure, and then changed to a 2-3 zone, and the Dragons eased off offensively. What do you expect from Southwest in the second half?
I expect a little more zone. As you saw, the last 3 possessions, the Dragons didn't capitalize on anything, weren't able to get a bucket. So you'll probably see some more zone, maybe some extended press zone falling back into that 2-3.
This is, in my opinion, Jared, this is all, you're playing the game, you want to win, yada. But you're also learning. The Southwest team has come up here the last 2 Februaries and have gotten bounced from the NSIC tournament. If you were to lose tonight, if the Southwest Mustangs were to play the Dragons either at the end of this month or early in March down in Sioux Falls, then you're learning maybe how to beat them even if you can't get a victory tonight.
Right, you got game film. What are they going to throw at you possibly, like you said, in the next 2 to 3 weeks or possibly in the next month?
Or what works.
What works, yes, yes.
They were down by 21. They're down by 15. So since they started this zone, they've outscored the Dragons 6-0 for what it's worth and kept the Dragons scoreless in the final 2 minutes and 25 seconds. But if Megan Hintz is going to do that, it's not going to matter.
Mustangs came out matched up man-to-man. They didn't come out into the zone, and Megan Hintz knocks down the long bomb. Obviously, we talked about getting it in, staying low, but Megan Hintz, if she can do that, you definitely want to continue to encourage her to shoot.
Does it surprise you that the Mustangs came out in the man instead of the zone?
It doesn't. You know, most teams don't start halves or quarters in zones. I would be shocked, though, if we don't see a zone presence again this quarter, as Baravich knocked down the second three-pointer for the Dragons this half.
Baravich and Hintz said, I don't care what defense you're playing, I'm going to hit from long range. That's a pretty powerful move by Callie Rodney, who had just 5 points in the first half.
Here's that press we talked about, matched up, full court man-to-man. Mustangs drop back. Half-court man.
Herbertson. And coming out is Baravich. Kylie in the corner. Herbertson.
Oh, nice looking stroke there by Herbertson. And again, Baravich on the find. She's rewarding her teammates. When the double team comes, the defense shift, she's making the right plays.
Volkert knocks the ball out of bounds. The Dragons have their largest lead. They're up by 22.
Well, if you come out and knock down three-pointers like the Dragons have, they're 3 for 3 so far from behind the arc this second half. I mean, those are the things that, it's hard to adjust from a defensive standpoint.
Mustangs will inbound in front of their bench. Reinhardt. And now Sadie Stelter. Rejected by Hintz. Here comes Jackie Volkert.
Oh, great decision. Great decision by Jackie Volkert.
59-35. I was thinking Southwest might nudge their way back into this ball game. Instead, the Dragons are up by 24. Rodney, and now Sadie Stelter. 3, no. Hintz the rebound. Megan. just been so consistent all season long as Volkert hits the cymbals. Dragon Pep Band, all the members came over and got some free pizza. The drum set nearly got knocked over.
Oh, man, you know I love the fact that the band is back in the building. They just bring such an atmosphere, such an energy here in Nimzik Hall.
Across midcourt comes Borchers, looping it inside to Abuka Koy, who gets rejected by Hintz. How many blocks does Megan have? Here comes Volkert. Baravich
nice
watches
fake.
traffic go by. Her running one-hander won't go. Rebound is yanked out by Sarah Bicey, and a foul. I think they got Kylie Baravich in the backcourt. Carla Nelson goes back to her bench. Brooklyn Legal will come in. So it's Volkert, Baravich, Boom, Legal, and Hintz. Rodning couldn't get that to go.
Oh, nice rebound there by Boom.
Boom, brought it down.
Showing her strength.
Baravich cross court. Here's Kylie. Legal. No, and an offensive foul is whistled in the backcourt.
Hey, credit
Katie
Baravich.
Reese.
They got to credit Baravich for selling this call.
Yeah, she got Jenna Borchers for whacking Baravich upside the head. So now they're going to go to the monitor. This is John Garrow looking at it. Reese blew her whistle. Traffic already started going by the other way, and now we're going to see exactly what happened. Here's Baravich, top of the key. I'd like to see that again. It's number 11 for Southwest Minnesota State. There's the steal. Oh, no, she didn't hit Baravich in the face. She hit her just below the shoulder. So this is going to be a non-flagrant foul. I think Baravich sold the call, but I also think,
as I mentioned,
she got a forearm shimmy.
Yeah, great job selling the call.
So it's 59-35 as John Garrow exchanges pleasantries with Tom Webb in front of the Mustang bench. There's Tom Webb. Before here, he was at Cameron University in Lawton, Oklahoma. He brought that team from the abyss all the way to the NCAA playoffs in its final year. Now he takes over a Southwest Minnesota State squad that was at the bottom, along with Upper Iowa, in the bottom of the NSIC South. Now he's got him in the middle of the pack. It's a process. Boom, loses the ball.
And just like that, the fourth turnover forced by this Mustang defense when they go to that 2-3 zone.
Bicey cross court up top, Aaron Baxter. And now a foul on the Dragons. They got Brooklyn Legal. So Borchers will inbound. Aaron Baxter dribbling around a screen. Borchers all the way in, no. Hintz, another muscular rebound underneath. Here comes Jackie Volkert. Looping to Legal, who's going to fire.
Great find by Legal. Great find by Jackie Volker, and Legal knocking down yet another three. Hintz ripping down another rebound.
And a foul.
The Dragons can continue to knock down shots like that in transition, man. It's a team hard to guard. Because if you try to pack it in on Hintz, on Peyton Boone, on Brown, they're going to kick it out and knock down threes. We've seen it tonight.
Yeah, the Dragons are 9 of 16 from downtown. I mean, the shooting, Jared, has just not been there on the road. Baravich looking up top. Volkert. Here's Kylie down low. Throws up a prayer and it goes in.
Great awareness by Baravich. A little scoop shot.
You're playing horse against Kylie, and she's going to do that. You're going to lose.
Hey, speak for yourself, Steve. Shots fired.
Shots fired. Foul gets whistled against Jackie. This will put Stelter at the line for 2. And her first one is good. The Dragons shot 29% in their victory against St. Paul, 30% in their loss to Minnesota State Mankato. They did shoot 49% in their victory as Stelter hits 1 of 2, and they shot 42% against Minnesota Duluth. So last weekend, they shot 29 and 30%. Stelter makes 1 of 2. It's 64-36. I'm not just making up numbers. Volkert.
Which is day and night. I mean, you look at the first quarter, the Dragons shot over 64% from the field. Jackie Volkert knocks down a deep 3 from the bench almost. Wow. And you talk about this, Steve. Being able to play at home, it is an advantage. So the Dragons definitely taking advantage, knocking down shots this evening. Oh, nice drive there by Baxter.
You're not going to win them all, right? I'm just saying, in Duluth, Minnesota Duluth outplayed them. Minnesota State Mankato outplayed them, out-efforted them, outshot them. I'm saying when these Dragons bring the effort, are they going to make 12 of 18 three-pointers or whatever they've made tonight? Not every time. Hence underneath, good.
Chemistry, nice.
I'm just saying, when they're executing their game plan, whatever it is, they're going to be a tough out for anybody, even in the NCAAs if the Dragons were to make it. They're here up by 31 as Boom gets whistled for a foul. We get the media timeout. 3:56 remaining, third quarter. It's the Dragons by 31.
Liddy here with another lesson.
Okay, gotta make a list. Pay cable bill, research car insurance rates, get groceries. And my student loan payment is due next week.
You look stressed. If you're worried about money, try riding that bus.
There is a bus stop pretty close to my job. I could give it a try.
Awesome. More conditioner?
Thanks a lot.
He learned his lesson. Join us and take the challenge to ride green.
Tonight's games are sponsored by the Microtel and the Travel Lodge of Moorhead. If you're looking to unwind, if you're visiting friends, stay at the Microtel or the Travel Lodge and Suites of Moorhead. They've got all the amenities you need at the Microtel and the Travel Lodge and Suites of Moorhead. MSUM is proud to have Sodexo as its dining services partner. Convenience, flexibility, and value are built into each dining plan. Visit mnstate.sodexomyway.com. And Moorhead Public Service offers a feature called Bright Energy Solutions to provide rebates to customers who install energy-efficient equipment. Learn more at brightenерgysolutions.com/Moorhead. Alexis Kennedy is behind the Mustang bench.
Well, in these past couple of shots here, Coach Webb on the bench can't help but smile at some of the shots the Dragons are making. That layup there by Kylie Baravich, just an amazing shot. He's reassuring his women here to make sure you're playing the baseline and to get stops so we can build some confidence and get back on our end and work.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was talking about at the end of the first, during halftime, Jared, is if you're going to lose, it's okay. Just learn something for the next time, if there is a next time this season.
I agree. It definitely could be a learning lesson for the Mustangs.
Unless you see them coming back from 29 down with 13:50 left to go.
Which is a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. All things are possible. But thus far, the Dragons have done a superb job on the defensive end, and more importantly, as you talked about, being able to knock down some shots.
Yeah, to Alexis's point, the Dragons are 10 of 17. They're hitting virtually everything here in the second half. Last foul was on Reinhardt. Hintz on the right elbow. Hintz tiptoes in front of her bench. And now Jackie Volkert. Steichen looking inside for Green.
Mustangs sticking with the 2-3 zone. See if the Dragons will be able to find the little gaps, crevices.
There's a
That's
Green
Borovich.
miss. Look at Kylie Borovich. She can't get that one to fall, but the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Mustangs. The Dragons are shooting 63%. It's a far cry from the 20s last weekend. They were 1 for 19 in the first quarter last Saturday. 1 for 19.
Definitely hit the switch so far this evening. As you mentioned, 10 of 17 for Pine Arc. You definitely give yourself a chance to win ball games if you knock down that long ball.
Jackie Volkert up top. 4 new Mustangs just checked in. The Dragons have 11 to shoot. Jackie and Green. Why didn't she shoot it? She'll shoot that one. And a jump ball. Look at the hustle by Steichen. Those little things are going to resonate with this team.
Absolutely. Those are the small plays. You talk about a championship pedigree. Those are the things, the scrappiness, not giving up on plays, second chance opportunities, giving yourself a chance to be successful and achieve the goals that the team has set from day one.
Bicey, no.
Rare offensive rebound there for the Mustangs.
Borchers fouled. I think they got Steichen. And Natalie just provides that energy. You know, she's doing a lot of little things. She's not going to score 20 points, right? Not yet. Not yet, at least this.
Yeah, she was a high scorer in high school, so definitely potential adjusting to the college game, the speed, and she has a nice handle, can create off the dribble. But as you mentioned, not quite yet a 20-point performer in an NSIC.
For the latest news and schedule information for all of your favorite Dragon sports, visit MSUMDragons.com, the official website of the Dragons. Making 1 of 2 is Borchers. It's her first point tonight. It's 69-41 here with 2:12 left in the third quarter. This has been a Dragon domination after it was, 7-6? They took off. Borovich whistles it inside to Green. Oh, a pretty left-hander, but it wouldn't go. Rebound yanked down. Here comes Callie Rodning, the Shakopee, Minnesota native.
Nice hesitation by Callie.
And a foul.
I think Maddie was a little upset that she missed that point-blank shot and didn't realize she had Callie Rodney attacking off the dribble. And Rodney's tough to guard off the dribble. She's done an exceptional job, little hesitation, crosses, drawing fouls to get to the line.
First free throw is good. The official online store of the Dragons is shopmsumdragons.com with over 1,300 officially licensed items to show off your Dragon pride. That's shopmsumdragons.com. Pair of free throws goes through for Borchers.
Mustangs
Oh,
picking
check
up.
that, Rodney. 69-43, Jared. I'm sorry.
No worries. Mustangs picking up full court, not trapping on that possession. Dragons handled it.
Maybe the good thing is, again, if they were to meet, and right now it does not look that way, the winner of the NSIC North, Green for 3, yes, why not? The winner of the NSIC North is going to get Upper Iowa. So if the Dragons in Southwest were going to meet somewhere down the road, if the Dragons were to fall and get second, there's the potential. As Rodney finishes tough inside. She can play.
She can play. She is a player. No give up in the young lady, and you like to see that if you're Coach Webb, as Rodney with the block.
You know how confusing it would be if our Webby played for Tom Webb? You'd have Coach Webby and Webby. That would get confusing.
Would it?
I would get confused.
I think the fans would get confused too.
Good time for a timeout with 1:01 remaining in the third.
Another day. And just like every day, it never seems to slow down. But you have a plan. Grab a cup, grab the paper, and grab a little time. Just for you. It's worth it. Don't get the paper? Just grab the phone. Call now and save up to 60% off the newsstand price. Journalists, bringing the story home every day.
Just looking back on myself freshman year to who I am currently, it's a complete transformation.
You walk around campus all the time, you see friendly faces, you see smiling faces, and people really, really love being here.
For me personally, I was able to get the experience and the knowledge that I needed to be successful.
I've had a pretty long journey to get here. Went to community college, changed majors, and MSUM has transformed my life just incredibly.
All right, Jared, what do you see?
The Dragons just taking care of business atop of the NSIC North, 14-2. The Mustangs trying to fight their way back into the hunt to possibly host. So let's see how it all plays out.
You know what I see?
What do you see?
I see this is sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings. See, that's what I do. I go straight to the logo, especially if it's food. Baravich in the corner. Yes. Kylie with 21. She had 37 the last time we were here 3 weeks ago tomorrow night against Augustana. It's 74-45. Bicey rejected by Boom. Here comes Steichen. Up ahead. And the ball goes out of bounds. Over to Alexis.
Well, of course, being up by nearly 30, Coach Carla Nelson isn't still happy with her women's play. The biggest thing that she is upset about right now is that they're not communicating and that they still have a long way to go. We still have that fourth quarter, but also she turned to her bench and says that you have to be matched up and you got to play defense still.
I told you when we were here 3 weeks ago, if Carla Nelson was ahead by 50 in the national championship game with a minute left, she'd find something to improve on. Yeah. So what you just reported on does not surprise us one bit. Boom, got the rebound.
And that's why you got to love Coach Nelson. She's a fiery coach. She's passionate about the game, and the level of expectation is nothing short than excellence. So,
Steichen.
Oh, nice step through by Steichen.
What a performance by the Dragon women. Here tonight, they lead Southwest 79-45.
From the time you were little, bouncing off the walls, you were told, go do something. And so you did. Then one day you found yourself in a cap and gown. Now, go do something was an invitation. Or was it a challenge? Go with Midco. We connect you with powerful, innovative technology. That's the start. Your drive and vision do the rest. Go do something. Yeah, that's definitely a challenge. You and Midco. Let's go.
Heading to Fargo-Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
All right, Jared, here we go again with our Gate City Bank My School Spirit Card Fan Cam. Ask for a Dragon debit card and they'll make a donation directly to Dragon scholarships. Thank you, Gate City Bank. If we only had a Bledsoe cam. Jared Bledsoe is studying his statistics hard, and what did you learn?
Learning that the Dragons continue to do a great job getting it inside. 22 points in the paint. That's something we talked about. One of the bullets stayed low, and the Dragons have done just that, which obviously opens it up for the Dragons to go 12 of 19 from the three-point line.
Yeah, they went low early, got the lead, and then it's been bombs away since then. The Dragons are 12 of 19 from downtown. This is Steichen at the free throw line as she finished off the first half in a blaze of glory. As we have another timeout. 9:52 left to go. It is all Dragon women.
It takes a team to bring the story home every day. It takes a leader to build a legacy of trust.
As the only locally owned news station in the region, we're there for you at every turn.
We're your neighbors, telling the stories that matter because your community is our community.
So when you need to reconnect, remember that we're working every day, just like you.
Trying to make a better tomorrow.
WDAY News, the only locally owned news station in the region.
Herbert and Gerbert's wants to know, what's your favorite sandwich?
My personal favorite is the Flash. It's got all that meat and that Italian flavor that I can't get enough of.
You know, the first time I was at Herbert and Gerbert's, I couldn't decide if I wanted ham or turkey, so I got the Gerf. Got both.
I like the Pompeii because I like chicken salad, but it also has that sweet chili sauce.
Experience Flavor Nation for yourself with the classic, specialty, and signature menus at Herbert and Gerbert's with 4 convenient FM locations, 1 in Bismarck and 1 in Grand Forks. Or order online and have it delivered at herbertandgerberts.com.
Visit MSUMDragons.com/swim for more information about the highly touted Dragon Swim School. They make learning to navigate the water easy and fun. And update or download the MSUM Dragons app on iTunes and Google Play. The app features live stats, media coverage, and our hashtag Fired Up Rewards program. Search MSUM in your app store or visit MSUMDragons.com/app. Steichen makes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. The Dragons are up by 35. Meanwhile, down in Sioux Falls, as Hintz fights for another rebound, and now Buka Koi is going to tie her up. Minnesota Duluth is in command. 4:55 remaining down in Sioux Falls. It's Minnesota Duluth 59, Augustana 38. So if these two scores hold, looking pretty good that they will, the Dragons will remain 1 game in front of Minnesota Duluth. And by the way, the Dragons play the Bulldogs here next Saturday night. So I think those two teams have probably asserted themselves as the two best teams in the NSIC, although we have not seen the University of Sioux Falls, but we will tomorrow. Stelter in the corner. This is Emily Bicey hitting a 3.
Nice looking shot there by Bicey, and right away, Mustangs back into the press, backing off.
Steichen, Boom, Hintz, Volkert, Baravich on the floor for the white-clad Dragons. This is Baravich throwing up another prayer. That one won't go in. Boom grabbed the rebound. Jackie Volkert wants to run a play.
Great job by Jackie, bringing it out, run some clock. So Dragons get it back inside.
Hintz working a Koi again. This is Volkert running one-hander. That was not an easy shot.
Nice floater there by Jackie Volkert.
16 for Volkert. The Dragons are 12.5 away from 100. That three-pointer won't go. Hintz grabs another rebound. That was Megan Hintz's 11th rebound tonight. It's her 10th double-double this season. Baravich, no. Hintz, the offensive rebound.
Another rebound. Great anticipation by Megan. Getting it done on both ends, defensively and offensively.
Hintz came into tonight the #1 rebounder in the league. She's first in offensive rebounds, or the Dragons are first in offensive rebounds per game as well. Rodning, no. Rodning, the offensive rebound, and a foul as 5 fresh Mustangs are ready to come back in.
Nice job there by Rodning, staying with the play, not giving up, drawing the foul there on Hintz.
She shoots it at 41% from the floor. She's an outstanding free throw shooter at 87%. Her first free throw is good. Rodning is a junior, so I'm sure she's probably a little sick and tired of losing too. 8 wins before this season. They came into today 11-10 overall. Looking more and more like they're going to be at the 500 mark as they'll battle Northern State tomorrow afternoon. Rodning makes 1 of 2. And I think Boom stepped out of bounds.
And I think that's one of those miscues where Coach Nelson was talking about communication. That was Baravich and Boom right there together. Easily say, hey, I got it or you got it, would have alleviated that mistake.
Number 23, Matea Hutton is in for the first time tonight. She's a 6-foot sophomore out of Shakopee. Sarah Teskey went down, engaged in a jump ball, and it'll be Dragon basketball. The Dragons lead it by 35 with 7:35 left to go. Men coming up next, the Dragon men and Southwest Minnesota State. This is Lauren Fetch. Nicole Brown's also in the ballgame for the Dragons. Herbernson picks up her dribble. Fetch looking. Baravich whistles it. Fetch on the baseline, in and out. That's okay, though. I think Carla Nelson wants to see Lauren Fetch shoot it a little more. Hutton, no. Herbernson the rebound.
Mustangs packing it in with this 2-3 zone. See if the Dragons will continue to get it high-low look. Maybe some skip passes as we saw Baravich able to execute.
Boom.
High
was low. They go lower to Brown. Boom to Brown. It's 86-49. This is Borchers driving on Fetch. Hutton. And now Sarah Teskey. Up top, Jenna Borchers. Now Hutton. Bounce the ball off Brown. And in front of us is Erin Baxter. Erin Baxter's put herself together a pretty nice game. She has 15, but her team is down big. It's 86-52 as we roll over the 6-minute mark. Fetch in front of Carla Nelson. Baravich, a head fake. Kylie from 12. No.
Nice job there by Fitch coming out of the scrum with the offensive rebound.
Boom. Up top. Doing a spinorama. And now she's going to shoot.
Another offensive rebound. Look at the hustle. And though, again, those are the plays. If you talk about playing championship basketball, the Dragons are doing just that tonight.
Baravich. No.
Another offensive rebound by Boom.
Ball never at the rim, 13 on the shot clock. Herbernson, up top Baravich. Fetch, Kylie. Why not?
When she's got it going, she can shoot that ball, man.
That is 7 threes. Remember, she just set the MSU Moorhead record as Matea Hutton's gonna fire a 3 and get the roll.
Friendly roll there by Hutton.
89-55. Fetch up top. Kylie.
Dragons doing a little overload action.
And they throw the ball away. Here come the Mustangs. Baxter and Matea Hutton. Didn't see Nicole Brown still coming down the floor. And a foul. This is going to be on Brown, her second.
Nice shifty move there by Baxter, getting to the cup, drawing the foul.
Dragon ball number 42, Nicole Brown, her second personal foul, second team foul. Baxter at the line, shooting 2.
First free throw on its way by Baxter, and it goes through. Jared, let's take a look at our assist of the game. Remember when the Dragons were starting to inch their way out? That's Herbernson. We talked about how unselfish of a play that was. You know what? It's our assist of the game presented by State Farm. In and out goes free throw number 2, but grabbing the offensive rebound of the Mustangs. 4:13 left to go. It's 89-56. Here's Taylor Bonestro. She's a member of the National Honor Society. That's a team you want to be on. This is Hutton losing the ball. It's a jump ball to remain Mustang ball with 9 seconds remaining on the shot clock. So 9 seconds to shoot. Inside it goes to Hutton. She powers up and can't score. Brown grabs the rebound in traffic away from Morgan Frank, who's also in out of Wabasso, Minnesota. 3:45 left to go.
Look for the Dragons to continue to get some ball movement, run some clock. High percentage shot.
Number 3, Emma Thuringer, 5'10" freshman from Worthington, Minnesota in. Legal. In the corner, Herbranson. Nowhere to go. 6 on the shot clock. Fetch. Driving. Inside. Great look. But Brown couldn't come up with it. So with 2 seconds left on the shot clock, this will be one of those catch and shoot opportunities.
See if they can get something to one of their shooters, Brown.
They got it to Brown, and a foul gets whistled. And Tom Webb looks as if to say, I didn't sign up for this. What are your thoughts about this Southwest squad? Hard to judge tonight because they've just got steamrolled by the Dragons tonight.
I mean, coming in a 3-game winning streak, had some momentum. Definitely able to create off the dribble. That's something I saw tonight. Roding, Baxter, you got players that can create off the dribble and create some havoc, if you will, if you're not able to contain penetration. So look for this team to continue to attack off the bounce.
They won 3 in a row like Jared mentioned, 4 out of 5, 5 out of 7. This is a team that started 1-4. Bonestro with 3 minutes left in the ball game. I do know this, I wouldn't want to play this team in the playoffs. I think they're going to be a tough out.
Right, you got 3 players that are averaging double figures. So, I mean, you got some scores. You talk about Rodney averaging over 13 a game, Reinhardt averaging over 12, close to 13 points a game. Stetler averaging over 10 a game. So you got some firepower on the offensive end.
Thuringer couldn't score, but she follows and scores.
Great anticipation there by Thuringer.
Emma Thuringer with her first points here at home. They're her first points all told since November 23rd when the Dragons lost to Northern Michigan out in the Rocky Mountain, or when they beat Metro State out in the Rocky Mountains Thanksgiving weekend. Good for Emma Thuringer. Her 4th and 5th points this season. Driving all the way in strong was Emily Bicey. She'll score. 92-58, we're under 2 minutes left to go. And Carla Nelson's going to take a timeout to get Autumn Schlater into the ball game, the 5'11" freshman from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Herbranson will sit. And there's Carla Nelson, still wearing the sling, doing the sling thing after falling on ice the first Sunday in January. And our coaches camp presented by BSN Sports. BSN is your Nike and Under Armour, MSUM's Nike and Under Armour partner. 1:35 left to go. Doesn't look like Carla Nelson's squad is going to get to 100 here at home for the first time in 12 years.
But very encouraging to put up these type of numbers, scoring.
Oh, what a look inside.
Nice job there by the Mustangs. But again, very encouraging to see the ball go through the hole, shooting a high percentage from behind the arc. As you mentioned, continue to get it in low and getting buckets low. So I'm sure Coach Nelson and the staff would wish they could bottle this effort up offensively and defensively. Put it on the shelf and resort to it tomorrow night and the rest of the season.
Schlater had good intentions as she saw Nicole Brown, but I think Nicole went up as the ball was getting to her apex. Bicey in the corner. No. And a foul is on Schlater. Just the 3rd team foul whistled against the Dragons here in this 4th quarter. Solid performance here by the Dragons as they're going to get win number 19. Bonestro has the ball, defended by Fetch. We're under a half a minute. She'll utilize a screen by Teskey, and Morgan Frank's going to bomb a 3, and that'll go. Frank hits. But to be frank, it's been a Dragon domination here tonight. Carla Nelson will run out the clock, and the Dragons are going to get win number 19 and remain in sole possession of first place, not only in the NSIC North, but in the NSIC overall. They win it here tonight, 92-63.
Very impressive performance tonight by the women Dragons.
So your takeaways from this game, you go back to your Bledsoe Bullets earlier this evening at halftime. It was go low, but did you see this three-point barrage coming?
You didn't, but obviously we know the ladies can knock down shots. They continued the effort. That's something that Coach Nelson pointed out. Continue the effort. Stay low. We wanted to talk about the Dragons get it in inside. They did just that, and they handled the press. They handled the zone as well. So quite a few things that you talked about. Coach Webb with the Mustangs throwing a couple of things, a couple of wrinkles. The Dragons did a solid job adjusting.
Defensively, Sarah, or Carla Nelson's going to look at this and go, all right, you know what? There are going to be some points in which to improve upon. If you were to break this down, Coach Bledsoe, where do you see the improvements coming?
Well, you continue to shoot. You got to continue to knock down shots, execute the plays, get it inside. You know, find first option, second option, maybe even a third option when you talk about being a championship caliber team. And the Dragons are doing just that, setting themselves up for success and achieving the goal of being NSIC champs.
Well, they've got 5 games left to do it. They get to win number 19, and they get to win number 15 here tonight. Nicole Herbertson is with Alexis Kennedy. Alexis.
Nicole, a very dominant scoring performance tonight from your team. What was working for you guys?
I think we did a really good job moving the ball tonight, and we were hitting our open shots, and we were finding our posts too. So,
on the road, had a couple tough losses. How is it being back home, you know, getting a win out of your belt this weekend?
It's very nice. We've lost the last couple Friday games, so winning this Friday game and being at home is extra special.
Great job tonight. Thank you. Steve, Jared.
Alexis, thank you very much. I mean, that's what Nicole Herbertson is bringing to this team. Not that Lauren Fetch can't, but I think Nicole's just a little quicker in what she does, and that's why her team did what they did tonight, a part of it.
I was impressed by the young lady being aware that, hey, we've lost the last couple games on Fridays. How do we adjust? How do we make those tweaks? And they did that this Friday.
The Dragons win it by the final score of 92-63. We'll have more right after this. You're watching live coverage of MSU Moorhead Dragons basketball presented by Dragons Live on WDAY Extra.
Update or download to the all-new MSUM Dragons app on iTunes and Google Play. The new app features customized following of only your favorite Dragons teams, incredible in-app live stats and media coverage, and our fired-up rewards program all in one easy-to-use app. Update your Dragons app, search MSUM in your app store, or visit msumdragons.com/app to download the new MSUM Dragons app today.
It's a new stay at the Courtyard by Marriott, located just minutes from downtown Fargo, local colleges, shopping centers, and several restaurants. The Courtyard features a 24-hour fitness center, 24-hour on-site Starbucks, and our bistro restaurant and lounge open for breakfast and dinner daily. Relax in one of our 2 indoor swimming pools and hot tub. The comfort your family needs close to all the action at the Courtyard by Marriott. Visit our website or call 218-284-1000. That's 218-284-1000.
Heading to Fargo Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com. Heading to Fargo-Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. That's msumdragons.com/swim.
Steve DeStacio, Jared Bledsoe, Alexis Kennedy back with you from Nemzik, where the Dragon women beat Southwest Minnesota State 92-63. We've got some second half highlights. It was raining threes. This is Brooklyn legal. That will go through as the Dragons just continued their lead. This is Kylie Baravich. Don't get involved in a horse game with her if she's going to do that. This is Callie Rodning. She's tough inside, splits a double team, and she scores. And then for the Dragons, Natalie Steichen, a little shovel action. Natalie Steichen's only bucket here tonight. And then Aaron Baxter in front of us says hello. And finally for the Dragons, look at Emma Thuringer. I'm getting my first 2 points at Alex Nemzik Hall here tonight in this Dragons victory, 92-63. The Dragons shot 57% from the floor. They made 34 of 60 shots. They made 13 of 22 from downtown. Look at the rebounding difference, Jared. The Dragons came in #1 in the NSIC. They out-rebound Southwest by 20.
One of the keys we talked about with this Dragon team, man, just the energy. And that's the energy awareness of, 20 rebounds, 10 turnovers. But again, they got it done. Shot 59% from the three-point line, knocking down shots. I mean, just a tremendous effort tonight by the Dragons.
The one stat that's not on here, and Alexis mentioned it, you mentioned it, Nicole Herbranson mentioned it, energy, effort. That's what won these Dragons the game tonight.
I totally agree. The energy was there. The effort was there. Multiple second chance opportunities. Multiple times Dragons get on the floor being scrappy. The energy, the effort was there tonight, and that's why the Dragons had a dominant performance.
Jared and I will put a ribbon on this Dragon women's win. After this, you're watching live coverage of Dragons basketball on WDAY Extra.
Prosperity is today's investment in tomorrow's promise, the promise of a better way of life. With every act of kindness, every act of creation, and with every act of love, we strengthen our community. And when we stand together as a community, we accomplish the impossible. We can choose to pass through life, or we can choose to pass on a better way of life.
Do more of what you love without being held back by joint pain. At Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our team will work with you to create a care plan that meets you where you are, choosing treatment options that fit your lifestyle, so you can get back to more outdoor adventures, more traditions, more active moments, more you. See how you can reach your more at Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Heading to Fargo-Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
Nobody burned down your she shed, Cheryl.
Well, my she shed's on fire.
Your she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
You hear that, Victor? I'm getting a new she shear she shed.
She shear?
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful news.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Dave Eggers at 218-233-1334 today.
Get fired up for the new Shop MSUMDragons.com, the official online store of Dragon Athletics, featuring top brands like Under Armour, Adidas, Columbia, and more. Get gear in women's, youth, toddler, and infant sizes, perfect for all of our Dragon fans. Support your favorite Dragon team with Select a logo. Anything custom ships in 72 hours. And take your tailgating to the next level with items like bleacher chairs, tailgate tents, and lawn chairs. Get the gear and support your team with profits going directly to Dragon Athletics from Shop MSUMDragons.com.
92-63 is our final score. Boy, electrifying play of the game, Jared. Got a lot of them to choose from tonight. So you know what? We couldn't find one. We're just going to go Kylie for 3. We're going to go Hintz for 3.
Footwork.
Are you getting this? You getting this? The theme here?
I am.
Volkert for 3. This montage of threes is our electrifying play of the game, presented by Moorhead Public Service, who reminds you to wash full loads of laundry whenever possible. If you have to wash a small load, use the appropriate water level setting. For more energy-saving tips, log on to brightenergysolutions.com. Saving energy, saving money. And as far as our newsmaker of the game, Alexis Kennedy interviewed her. We're going to go with Nicole Herbertson. She brought another dimension to this Dragon game tonight.
She did. Distribute the basketball tremendously well, knocked down open shots, just made great decisions, 4-5 from the field. Great job tonight.
Nicole Herbertson is our newsmaker of the game, presented by the Forum of Fargo-Moorhead. Call 241-5445 today to get the Forum of Fargo-Moorhead delivered tomorrow. Now we will take our final commercial, and then we will put a ribbon on this. You're watching live coverage of Dragons basketball.
Okay, one more.
All right, Benji.
Come on.
Benji.
Yes, smile. Come on,
What about the flash?
Okay, one more. Benjamin, hold it
Make a flash,
sideways.
Benji. You have to
Please
back it
use
up.
my
You want to
camera.
get everybody
Looking at
in.
the
You can't get everybody in unless you back
Well,
up.
he did it. He did
There
it.
you go.
Did you get? Do you need me? Did you? Don't forget to. Did you get it, Ben? My camera. I think you got it.
Take another
Well,
shot.
I think I blinked.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings Beer Sports.
Heading to Fargo-Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
Liddy here with another lesson.
Okay, gotta make a list. Pay cable bill, research car insurance rates, get groceries. And my student loan payment is due next week.
You look stressed. If you're worried about money, try riding that bus.
There is a bus stop pretty close to my job. I could give it a try.
Awesome. More conditioner?
Thanks a lot.
He learned his lesson. Join us and take the challenge to ride green.
Another day. And just like every day, it never seems to slow down. But you have a plan. Grab a cup, grab the paper, and grab a little time. Just for you. It's worth it. Don't get the paper? Just grab the phone. Call now and save up to 60% off the newsstand price. Journalists, bringing the story home every day.
All right, take a look around the league. Sponsored by the Shuck Bus Service. Winona State beats Minot 84-46. That's not good news for Southwest Minnesota State. They're now 2 games behind Winona for the 4th and final spot to claim a home game in the first round of the NSIC. 6 seconds left in Fayette. Upper Iowa still looking for its first win of the season. It looks like they're going to fall to the University of Mary. It is a final from Sioux Falls. Minnesota Duluth beats Augustana, so the Dragons remain 1 game in front of Minnesota Duluth, and St. Cloud State disposed of Wayne State on the road. Concordia St. Paul, they remain tough. They win by 31 at Bemidji. Sioux Falls wins at Northern. We'll see Sioux Falls tomorrow. And Minnesota State Mankato beats Minnesota Crookston by the final score of 84-71. Again, men are coming up next, and then do join us tomorrow afternoon as the Dragons will host the University of Sioux Falls. So the Dragons have knocked out Southwest Minnesota State the last 2 times in the NSIC tournament, but then they've gone down to Sioux Falls and lost to the University of Sioux Falls. As we rejoin you here, I'm Steve and this is Jared. So some things to learn again for the Dragon women, but one thing we learned, if they play like we just saw them play for 40 minutes, who's going to beat them?
Wow. Very impressive win. Control the controllables. We talked about the energy, the effort that was there tonight.
Yeah, I mean, what did you see in this Dragon squad? You saw them struggle against Bemidji, Crookston, Augustana they beat. That was a good win. So they were playing at a high pace as far as the wins were concerned, but Allison Swenson had used the word messy. There's nothing messy about tonight.
No, precision would be the word tonight. I mean, just knocking down shots. We talked about getting inside, making shots. It was just fun to watch.
How do you keep this going at least until tomorrow afternoon?
Wow, as you mentioned, it's an advantage to be at home. So you regroup, maybe watch some film, see what worked. Obviously watch some film on your competitor tomorrow and come ready as you did tonight.
All right, Dragons win 92-63. We'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll get this thing started. The Dragon men coming up next against Southwest Minnesota State.
Looking back on myself freshman year to who I am currently, it's a complete transformation.
You walk around campus all the time, you see friendly faces, you see smiling faces, and people really, really love being here.
For me personally, I was able to get the experience and the knowledge that I needed to be successful.
I've had a pretty long journey to get here. Went to community college, changed majors, and MSUM has transformed my life just incredibly.
From the time you were little, bouncing off the walls, you were told, go do something. And so you did. Then one day you found yourself in a cap and gown. Now, go do something was an invitation. Or was it a challenge? Go with Midco. We connect you with powerful, innovative technology. That's the start. Your drive and vision do the rest. Go do something. Yeah, that's definitely a challenge. You and Midco. Let's go.
Heading to Fargo Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
It takes a team to bring the story home every day. It takes a leader to build a legacy of trust.
As the only locally owned news station in the region, we're there for you at every turn.
We're your neighbors, telling the stories that matter because your community is our community.
So when you need to reconnect, remember that we're working every day, just like you,
trying to make a better tomorrow.
WDAY News, the only locally owned news station in the region.
Herbert and Gerbert's wants to know, what's your favorite sandwich?
My personal favorite is the Flash. It's got all that meat and that Italian flavor that I can't get enough of.
You know, the first time I was at Herbert and Gerbert's, I couldn't decide if I wanted ham or turkey, so I got the Gerf. Got both.
I like the Pompeii, because I like chicken salad, but it also has that sweet chili sauce.
Experience Flavor Nation for yourself with the classic, specialty, and signature menus at Herbert and Gerbert's with 4 convenient FM locations, 1 in Bismarck and 1 in Grand Forks. Or order online and have it delivered at herbertandgerberts.com.
Minnesota State University Moorhead, WDAY Extra, Dragon Athletics, and Go Team Productions presents Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons basketball. Tonight it's game 2 of our Dragons doubleheader as they take on Southwest Minnesota State, presented by the Microtel and the Travelodge and Suites of Moorhead. And good Friday night to you and welcome inside Alex Nemzik Hall. My name is Steve DeStatio. It's my privilege to be with you alongside Jared Bledsoe. We just saw Dragon women's domination to the tune of 92-63, and now the Dragon men. They did their part on the road. They say, you know what, if you're going to be a good team, get splits on the road. The Dragons got a couple splits the last 2 weekends.
They did a solid performance against Concordia St. Paul, looking to pick up where they left off last time.
Yeah, now they get a Southwest Minnesota State squad, 8-8. They've got the leading scorer in the league, and Ryan Brueggemann, you said you saw him playing in high school. This guy can fill it.
Oh man, the Pelican Rapids native, he can definitely knock down shots. I mean, create for his teammates. Look for him to come out gunning.
When you got somebody like this, and when Minnesota Crookston was here and Harrison Cleary, we were paying so much attention to him. It's got to be hard not paying attention to him when you've got a very good Southwest team around him as well.
Absolutely. They're on a 3-game winning streak. They got some players around them, but obviously the focal point will be on him to contain him.
I have a feeling he's going to be on our player comparison, and there he is, the senior, averaging over 25 points per game. That is quite an accomplishment.
It is. This young man had a 49-point performance this year, shooting close to 53%. I mean, 53% from the field. I mean, that's getting it done. Over 37% from the three-point line. Close to 91% from the free throw line. I mean, just getting it done.
Yeah, Johnny Beninga, the player comparison. I mean, Johnny Beninga does not have to outscore Ryan Brueggemann tonight. Johnny just has to be Johnny.
And that's just it. You're absolutely right. He has to be Johnny, match the energy, or if not, exceed the energy of Brueggemann.
All right, for our player introductions, let's go over to the scores table and public address announcer Rick Flaxbarth.
Basketball would like to honor a player for a career milestone. Senior Addison Parks surpassed 1,000 points for his career during the Dragons game against Augustana on January 19th, becoming the 32nd MSUM men's player to reach that milestone. Park is being presented the ball by Coach Chad Walthall. How about a round of applause and a standing ovation for Addison Park? Welcome to Alex Nemzik Fieldhouse for It's On Us night at Dragon Men's Basketball. At MSU of Moorhead, we're committed to ending sexual violence on our campus. The Student Athlete Advisory Committee invites you to join the It's On Us movement. Take the pledge at the It's On Us table located on the north end of the Fieldhouse. Today's game is sponsored by the Microtel and Travelodge of Moorhead, both great locations, close to all the amenities you need to relax and recharge. Free Wi-Fi, great breakfast, and ask for MSUM rates for the best price possible at the Microtel and the Travelodge in Moorhead. Today's game features the Southwest Minnesota State University Mustangs and your Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons. Now please turn your attention to the scorers table for the reading of the NSIC Sportsmanship Creed by Jake Mertens.
The NCAA and the NSIC encourage and promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask that you cheer for your team and be respectful of the opponent. As Division II student athletes, we support a diverse and inclusive environment, and we commit to fair play, responsibility, and respect. We invite you to support our effort. Go Dragons!
Ladies and gentlemen, MSUM is proud to be a yellow ribbon campus, and at this time we invite you to please stand and remove your hats for the presentation of colors by the Vietnam Veterans of America Chapter 941 Northern Warriors. We also ask that you please remain standing in respectful silence following the anthem until the colors have been retired from the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, let us honor America with the playing of our national anthem by MSUM Pep Band under the direction of Monty Grise. Thank you. Now let's meet tonight's starters. First of all, for the Mustangs. At forward is 6'7" sophomore number 1, Braden Hansen. At guard, a 6'4" sophomore number 2, Kenny Byers. At guard, a 6 foot tall senior number 3, Ryan Brueggemann. At guard, a 6'3" senior number 20, Taylor Schaefer. And at forward, a 6'6" senior number 22, Michael Lee. Mustangs are coached by Brad Bigler, assisted by Nick Smith, Brandon Pileski, and Jared Call. And now for your Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons. At guard, a 6'1" junior from Maple Grove, Minnesota, number 1, Johnny Baninga. At guard, a 6'1" senior from Reading, Pennsylvania, number 5, Trayvon Code. At guard, a 6'4" freshman from Fargo, North Dakota, number 11, Simon Sim. At guard, a 6'4" freshman from Plymouth, Minnesota, number 13, Gavin Baumgartner. And at center, a 6'10" freshman from Audubon, Minnesota, number 35, Jesse Burr. Dragon head coach is Chad Walthall, assisted by Tim Bergstrasser.
Welcome back in, everyone. We're just seconds away from men's basketball starting here. Talked with the coaches beforehand, and they both talked about the three-point range, how both teams are great at it, and how both teams have to limit each other. Steve, Jared?
All right, Alexis, thank you very much. The Dragons shoot threes. They are second in the league or Southwest is at 42%. The Dragons at 41%. So you got the number 2 and number 3 three-point shooters in the league. And three-point shooting defense has been an issue for these Dragons.
I agree, and we're in for a treat. 2 of the top 5 teams in scoring, both teams are averaging over 80 points a game, so look for a high-scoring affair this evening.
You got track meet.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. How can you tell the uniforms? Dragons are in their whites, Southwest in their golds, light golds. Baninga. No.
Look at Bird getting there right away with the offensive rebound. Mustangs matching up man-to-man. Dragons looking to space it out.
Some flying elbows by Berg as well. Get out of town. This is Beninga. Johnny? No.
Another offensive rebound there by the Dragons.
Code sees an opening. He'll score.
And that's a good sign there. Aggression to the basket. Code able to finish that layup.
You know what else we got here tonight? We got the pep band. We also got a big crowd here tonight. This is when it gets really fun.
Absolutely. Love having the energy in the building from the crowd, the pep band.
Kenny Byers goes past Jesse Berg, then gets whacked by Simon Sem, and this has been a recurring issue all year long. Simon Sem has just gotten himself into foul trouble all over the place. There he's going for the block, but gets the arm. He has been large for the Dragons in spots. Byers hits free throw number 1.
I like the fact that Byers was able to attack off the dribble. Dragons will have to do a better job containing penetration. They want to be successful.
Byers makes a pair, and we're tied at 2, and here comes the pressure. Gavin Baumgartner will be able to come across midcourt. Taylor Schaefer's his defender. Southwest looks like they're in a man.
Yes, they're matched up man-to-man. Dragons looking to be aggressive off the bounce.
Beninga wants it up top and has it.
A complete 5-out set. Motion-like offense here for the Dragons. Oh, great anticipation there by Byers.
Kenny Byers for the lead.
Nice little English there by Byers.
The Mustangs are up 4-2. Code on our side of the floor. Here's Trayvon. He'll fire from 12. No. Rebound pulled down by Braden Hansen, a 6'7" sophomore out of Red River High School up in Grand Forks. Here goes Brueggemann. He averages over 25 per game. Hansen for 3, it won't go. Code the rebound. Here comes Trayvon and Johnny Beninga. Here's Johnny. Runs into a triple team, and now Baumgartner. Here's Berg, open from 12.
Nice touch there by Berg. And stretching that defense, Dragons 5-out early, able to execute on the offensive end.
Even at 4 as Hansen gets in.
Nice find there by Brueggemann. And we talked about great players obviously end up helping set up others for success. Nice assist there by Brueggemann, finding Hansen for the easy lay.
Yeah, Brueggemann averages 5.8 assists per game. That's 3rd in the NSIC, so he's not just 25 points and that's it. He's a complete ball player. Trayvon Code for the Dragons in front of the Southwest bench, has to put it up, does, and it doesn't matter as the first foul against Southwest is going to get whistled against Kenny Byers as Southwest goes to their bench. Colin Bartlett is in, a 6'6" senior from St. Peter, Minnesota. His brother Joey played at Southwest from 2013 to 17. Nick Dufault, 5'11" sophomore out of Waseca, Minnesota. He averaged 24 a game his senior year in high school. Sem finds Baumgartner inside to Addison Park, who gets blocked by Bartlett. Park just came in. The 6'6" senior out of Sioux Falls got his 1,000th point on the road trip.
Dragons matched up man-to-man, looking to extend this man-to-man pressure.
Brueggemann double teamed. Out it goes to Michael Lee. That three-pointer's good.
Friendly roll there for Lee, and Mustangs picking up again full court.
9-4, Mustangs by 5. Here's Addison Park, open from 15.
Love the confidence there by Park. Got his first shot blocked. Nice little rhythm shot.
Here's Brueggemann. Addison Park defends. And now Grant Kramer gives the ball to Michael Lee for another 3. It's 12-6 Southwest. Code.
Oh,
Hung.
great change of gears, hang high off the glass in the square and finish for Code.
Here's Brueggemann. Yes.
Fadeaway jump shot there by Brueggemann. And just like that, man, you mentioned it, Steve. We're in for a treat. Up and down we go.
Benenga, and now Gavin Baumgartner, chased by Dufault. Baumgartner from 15, no. Kramer the rebound, he's out of Johnston, Iowa. Remember Dan Jansen?
Yeah, I remember that name.
I think he's from Johnston, Iowa. 3 on its way, won't go by Kramer, and the rebound is pulled down by Park. Here comes Gavin Baumgartner. Up top, Benenga. Johnny, light off the glass, scores.
Nice touch there by Benenga.
14-10, back and forth we go. Michael Lee already owns a couple threes. This is Grant Kramer and Brueggemann. Simon Sem defends. Brueggemann, no. Baumgartner the rebound. Brueggemann tried to draw a foul, and our 3 officials wouldn't bite. This is Benenga.
Got the mismatch inside.
But another turnover by Benenga. Here comes Brueggemann. He finished with 1,954 points. Pelican Rapids. Here's Dufault. Up top, Brueggemann. Pass Code. Lee for 3 again. He got fouled. Baumgartner the foul. It's a second against the Dragons, and on the other side, Lee's going to go to the free throw line for 3. Good start for the Mustangs. 13:48 remaining first half. Stangs are up by 3.
Heading to Fargo-Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
Tonight's game is sponsored by the Microtel and Travel Lodge of Moorhead. If you know someone or if you are heading to Fargo-Moorhead for vacation, shopping, or business, stop by the Microtel or the Travel Lodge of Moorhead. Ask for the MSUM rate, and they will set you up. Thank you to the Microtel and the Travel Lodge and Suites for their sponsorship tonight, Jared. As we look at the standings, they're the Dragons in 3rd place. Don't necessarily think they're going to catch Northern, but I still think if they can hang around that 2, 3, 4 spot, that's pretty good stuff.
Great place to be. As you often mention, the top 4 teams get to host that first round. So Dragons definitely want to hold on to one of those spots.
And there's Southwest, like the women, in 5th place, a game on the outside. Now, remember the NSIC made this rule change last year. As you look at Chad Walthall, if the number 5 team has a better record than the 4 team in the other division, the 5 team would host. So if Southwest can win, yeah, it gets complicated, and we don't have the time to explain it, but I'm just saying that's how large, they're all large, but why there's extra emphasis on this ball game tonight. Michael Lee is at the free throw line for 3. His first one is good. Lee with 8. His free throw exhibition continues. And it's 17-10. Now Lee will sit. Taylor Schaefer out of Bismarck is back in. He has played every game in his career at Southwest.
Lee has already hit his mark of 9 points. He averages 9 a game, has 9 already. I'm sure the Dragons will try to figure out a way to contain him when he checks back in.
Yeah, what's all this Brueggemann talk? Brueggemann just has 2. Baumgartner Wyatt Hansen's in for the Dragons, 6'7" freshman from Stanley, North Dakota. Bryce Ersfeld is in. This is Park working on Hansen.
Oh,
the right
nice
hand, he'll
touch
score.
by Park. Oh, just a poised play there by Park. Something we hadn't often seen early in the season, but confidence is there. In the second half of the season.
Ersfeld defending. Hansen the rebound. Here comes Baumgartner. Gavin on the move. Beninga. Yes.
Oh, nice rhythm shot there by Beninga.
17-14. The Dragons have gotten back-to-back buckets. Park and Beninga. Schaefer coming around a screen. Park defending. Hansen can't get his shot to go. Here comes Ersfeld. He had 26 last Saturday in St. Paul. Park on the baseline, a little turnaround. No. Schaefer the rebound, and here comes Kenny Byers, the Olathe, Kansas native.
Oh.
Well, he goes by Baumgartner. And in the corner, that three won't go by Dufault. Here comes Beninga again.
Change gears, nice move there by Beninga.
Johnny shot out of a cannon, and there was nobody dressed in gold around. 17-16, Byers across midcourt. Grant Kramer gives off to Dufault. On the left baseline, he's going to work. And now underneath, going up strong is Taylor Schaefer. He'll score and get fouled. Behind the Southwest bench is Alexis.
Guys, we talked earlier about the couple turnovers that happened on the lower side of the Dragons. Coach Chad Walthall mentioned that as well, as he wants his bigs to be early, loud, and often and be aggressive. They have to recognize it, that they can get the ball down low to the post and to the bigs to score.
Hashtag watch Carla Nelson go low. Foul got whistled against Johnny Beninga, but I know that was one of his points of emphasis being on the road with them this past weekend, and that was valuing the basketball, valuing every possession.
Exactly. Even though Addison Park does a great job knocking down threes for the Dragons, you definitely want to continue to get it inside as he shoots a high percentage from the block as well.
Here's Ersfeld spinning, and he lost the ball, and a late foul. Brueggemann whistled for the foul. It's the second foul whistled against Southwest. So Ersfeld, who had 26 on the free throw line to shoot two. Ersfeld made 8 of 11 shots, including 6 of 7 from downtown. That was the first free throw attempted by the Dragons. Code will come in. Beninga will sit down. Britt Busman's also in for the Dragons. The senior out of Milner. Ersfeld makes a pair. It's 20-18. Southwest Minnesota State on top. 11:09 remaining here in the first half. Schaefer, yes.
Oh, nice stroke there by Schaefer.
Third three in this first half by Southwest. They're back up by 5. They led by as many as 7. Here's Park. Ersfeld lost it, but bouncing out of bounds right in front of us is Taylor Schaefer. Here comes Jake Johnson in for the Dragons, a 6'8" senior out of Oak Grove, Minnesota. Addison Park will sit down. Here's Hansen to inbound. Ersfeld from the free throw line,
oh,
yes.
Nice high arcing shot there by Ersfeld.
A design play for the redshirt freshman coming around a double screen. 23-20, Southwest up by 3. This is Kenny Byers. And Brueggemann. Kicks it to Byers. No. Hanson the rebound. Wyatt Hanson's put in some good minutes for the Dragons as he's been getting more playing time in January, now in February, as Code buries a 3.
Tough shot in transition there by Code.
Tied for the 3rd time here at the 10-minute mark. They left Brueggemann alone. He misses, and now the Dragons will play for the lead. Here comes Trayvon. He'll throw it away. Intercepted by Brueggemann. He'll score.
Great anticipation there by Brueggemann in transition.
Weren't we just talking about valuing every possession, and the Dragons careless with the ball. Ersfeld finds Trayvon Code.
Oh, nice
now
find.
Jake Johnson, oh, he wanted to throw it down, but Hanson got in his way. Johnson will settle for the deuce. We're tied once again.
Great.
Level at 25 here with 9:20 remaining.
Great decision there by Trayvon Code, not forcing the issue like we've seen him do as Brueggemann gets to the basket. Drew the defense, kicked it to Johnson. Johnson with the easy points.
Jake Johnson, a head fake. Ran into some traffic. And now it's Wyatt Hanson for the lead.
The kindest roll of the evening for Wyatt Hanson for the 3.
28-27, the Dragons are back on top. We play whistle-less basketball here at the 8 3/4 minute mark. Schaefer pops for the lead, no. Hanson the rebound. Here comes Bryce Ersfeld. He'll pop a bomb, no. Brueggemann the rebound. Code takes a stab. Stepping into a 3 is Schaefer. Hanson, another big boy rebound in the lane.
He has a nice bounce in his step, Hanson, and if he can continue to rebound as he has this first half, he'll be a huge asset as the Dragons move down the stretch in tournament play.
Even 10 minutes a game for Wyatt Hanson. That's enough, as long as they're quality minutes. 3 on the shot clock for Ersfeld. Inside to Jake Johnson.
Another great find there by the Dragon guards. Ersfeld, diamond to Johnson. Johnson ready to finish.
Dragons trailed by 7. They're now up by 3.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. That's msumdragons.com/swim.
Promotional Solutions is a collection of marketers, creators, designers, finance guys, and fangirls with a passion for good products design and creating great promotional solutions. Visit promotingus.com for all of your promo product, apparel, and marketing needs. And it's easier than ever to watch the Dragons on your TV with the Dragons app for Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Android TV. Stream all live and on-demand games and Dragon Live episodes right from your TV. It's at home. It's simple. The Dragons lead at 32-27.
Dragons doing a tremendous job with bench play. 15 early points from the Dragon bench. And they're doing a solid job getting it inside. 10 points in the paint. Look for the Dragons to continue to do that.
30-27, about what you expected?
I don't know. It's tough to say so early in the game. Obviously, both teams averaging over 80 points a game, but on pace to be a barn burner.
90, yeah. It's up and down. I think that's probably easier than Chad Walthall wants Brueggemann's points to be. He has 8, and he's starting to heat up. Ersfeld from the 3rd row.
We've actually had an opportunity to watch this young man grow this season. Wow, earlier, you look back in November, December, he wasn't taking that shot with confidence.
Lee
with the answer.
12 for Lee. 3 threes and he got fouled on the three-pointer and made all of his free throws. This is Code. Around Jake Johnson, defended by Colin Bartlett. Baumgartner, and left side Simon Sem. This is Baumgartner. Sem nowhere to go. Jake Johnson a three.
Back and forth we go. Jake Johnson stretching the defense with a three-pointer in the 5 spot.
36-32, the Dragons are on top. Bartlett, around the bend comes Dufault. And now Colin Bartlett, up top Brueggemann. He has 8, he hasn't shot from 3 yet. He's gonna pop from 15. Guy's got game.
Yeah, he does. That was a sweet step in. And he got pretty good elevation on that shot. Smooth stroke.
36-34, Ersfeld finds Simon Sem for 3, and that's probably not the shot they were looking for. Here's Brueggemann, crossing over, no. Baumgartner checked his rearview mirror, found Brueggemann. And now Trayvon Code for 3, no. Baumgartner.
Nice offensive board there by Baumgartner.
A jump ball, that's okay. Baumgartner had 3 guys in gold around him and still got a piece of the ball.
And those are the type of plays you're going to need if you want to win this ball game. Those second chance effort, rebounds, jump balls, and so forth.
So here's Brueggemann. First in points. He's averaging 32 minutes. That's only second best to Gage Davis. Or Gage Davis averages 36 minutes per game, and he's in the 20s. This is Ersfeld around Sem. Baumgartner fading. That's a tough shot. Sem couldn't get it, and here comes Brueggemann. A whistle and a foul. Over to Alexis.
A pretty close game, you guys, going back and forth. An intense game, I would say. But Coach Billiger of the Mustang men says he wants his men to play way more intense than what they are doing now, as well as he wants them to look towards the perimeter, get some threes.
He wants to defend the 3. He wants to shoot the 3. This guy knows Southwest basketball. He played all 4 years as a guard back in the late 90s and went to the Elite 8 in 2001. They had 3 guys on their team named the Coonan brothers from Clara City, Minnesota. So they were the cream of the crop back when I was starting as well, along with the Southwest women. That was under Tim Miles. This is Beninga.
Oh, nice find.
Park, and then Simon Sem volleys it to himself.
Great job by Sem positioning himself for offensive rebound.
38-34. The Dragons back up by 4, 4:36 remaining here in the first half. Around the bend it goes. Lee. Sem comes out. Lee drives, spins. Rejected by Sem. Dufault for 3.
Dufault knocks down the left-handed three-pointer. Just like that, the Dragons only up 1.
Ersfeld drives through a double team.
Shifty move
and
there.
Scores.
Ersfeld. Again, we did not see this in November or December. Just a crafty head-wise move there by Ersfeld. Knew they were going to try to crowd him on the three-pointer. Quick, low dribble finishing amongst the trees.
You know what he has under him that he didn't have in November? NSIC games under his belt. Now he knows what this league is all about, what his expectations are for this team. Look at this ball movement. Lee inside or over to Dufault, and he couldn't score. Beninga. Simon Sem wanted it, didn't get it. Here's Beninga. Spinning. No.
Look at Addy Park get the offensive rebound.
Johnny for 3. Long rebound is grabbed by Kramer. 3:10 remaining here in the first half. The Dragons are up by 3 as we continue Brueggemann, what a move. He'll give it off, and now this is Lee again for 3. Rebound yanked down by Addie Park. Sean Smith from St. Cloud averaged 7, 8, 9 points like Lee. Went off for 30 in St. Cloud.
And it can happen. I mean, a lot of these guys are Mr. Basketballs, respectively, in high school. High numbers as Earthfield draws the foul.
Kramer will get whacked for the foul, and we hit the final media timeout of the first half. 2:38 remaining. Dragon men up by 3.
Prosperity is today's investment in tomorrow's promise. The promise of a better way of life. With every act of kindness, every act of creation, and with every act of love, we strengthen our community. And when we stand together as a community, we accomplish the impossible. We can choose to pass through life, or we can choose to pass on a better way of life.
Do more of what you love without being held back by joint pain. At Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our team will work with you to create a care plan that meets you where you are, choosing treatment options that fit your lifestyle, so you can get back to more outdoor adventures, more traditions, more active moments, more you. See how you can reach your more at Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
There's the Gate City Bank My School Spirit card fan cam. Ask for a Dragon debit card, and they'll make a donation directly to MSUM scholarships. And Matt Buss has a promo called Link FM. It's a fun, fast, and free way to get around downtown. Visit mattbuss.com for more. 40-37, the Dragon men had the lead. The women won 92-63 earlier. There's a good look at Brad Bigler. He was 83-36 as a player, Jared. I mentioned he was a part of that 2001 NSIC regional team. Of course, if you see these wristbands that are given out every year, it's a slam dunk, don't drive drunk. It's because Bigler was in the car. His wife, Heather, was driving. Their 5-month-old boy, Drake, was in the back seat and got killed back in 2012. So very sad. This was a couple months after he lost his mother while they were kayaking. So really, really such a nice guy. I saw him in Marshall a couple years ago. I said, Coach, how you doing? He said, Steve, it's hard. Every day's hard, but every day it gets better. So he was doing a clinic for kids down in Marshall a couple years ago. It was great to see. Just a really, really good guy. I'll never forget, Jared, just like I remember you crying on my shoulder after you lost to Minnesota Duluth, right?
Right.
Wyatt Hanson got whistled for the foul. I was about to go congratulate Coach Bigler in Rochester after they beat the Dragons in the NSIC championship game. And he was having a photo op with his wife, the net, and his month-old son, Drake. And I was like, no, I'm not getting in the middle of that. And I'll never forget that photo of them. Then, of course, Drake died a couple months later. Whistle and a foul blown by Mike Gullingsrud. Hanson whistled for the foul. Code will inbound, 1:45 remaining before halftime. Hanson, Code, Baumgartner, Park, and Ersfeld on the floor. Baumgartner did all the heavy lifting, couldn't put it home.
Yeah, missed it point blank range. Love the aggression, though, attacking the basket. Oh,
what a move inside and a finish by Schaefer.
Strong, aggressive move there by Schaefer.
This is big boy basketball. Foul was whistled on Baumgartner, his second.
Yeah, big time drive there by Schaefer. Opportunity to tie this ball game yet again.
Schaefer knots us up. 40-40. It's the 5th time we've been tied. Park in the corner.
Mustangs drop into a 2-3 zone. See how the Dragons adjust, and they don't. Brueggemann with yet another steal.
Schaefer for the lead. That's the difference. Those are easy interceptions. Well, they got 5 of them so far. Those were under a minute. Busman inside the park. Addy will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Michael Lee whistled for the foul. Park to the free throw line to shoot 2. Park, the leading scorer for the Dragons at 15.8 points per game, is a 78% free throw shooter. Park hits a pair, and we're tied for the 6th time.
Nice looking stroke there by Park. Dragons will have to dig in defensively as Brueggemann from deep, not able to finish.
Ersfeld on the move. Now Park. Whistle. And
had a timeout here by the Dragons.
All right, we'll take a break. 34 seconds left to go, tied at 42.
Heading to Fargo-Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
Update or download the MSUM Dragons app on iTunes and Google Play. The app features live stats, media coverage, and our hashtag Fired Up Rewards program. Search MSUM in your app store or visit msumdragons.com/app to download the Dragons app. We're tied at 42 here with 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Code with 7 on the shot clock. He's going to fire a bomb.
Way to lure the defense to sleep with the double cross and the pull-up by Code.
10 seconds left for Brueggemann. 4 seconds. He'll step back on Wyatt Hansen and get the roll. And the Dragons are going to only lead it here at the half by 1, as Alexis Kennedy has just run down Chad Walthall. Alexis.
Coach, an intense back and forth first half. What can you say to separate yourselves in the second?
Well, number one, we don't maybe have a ton of turnovers, but they've been awful. They've probably got 3 layups on just very bad turnovers. But defensively, we're hanging in. I know it doesn't look pretty, but I don't know. We're shooting a pretty high percentage. I don't know if they are, but we just got to continue to make them make tough shots. I mean, Brueggemann's unreal. He's unguardable. You just got to make him work, and just keep attacking. That was a heck of a first half by both teams, to be honest with you.
Thank you, Coach. See you in a second. Good luck. Steve, Jared.
Alexis, very good. 45-44, the Dragons lead it. Halftime activities are next. You're watching live coverage of MSU Moorhead Dragons basketball on WDAY Extra.
Update or download to the all-new MSUM Dragons app on iTunes and Google Play. The new app features customized following of only your favorite Dragons teams, incredible in-app live stats and media coverage, and our Fired Up Rewards program all in one easy-to-use app. Update your Dragons app, search MSUM in your app store, or visit msumdragons.com/app to download the new MSUM Dragons app today.
Okay, one more.
All right, Benji.
Come on.
Benji.
Yes, smile. Come on,
What about the flash?
Okay, one more. Benjamin, hold it
Make
sideways.
a flash, Benji. You have to
Please
back
use
it up.
my
You want to
camera.
get everybody
Looking at
in.
the
You
camera?
can't get everybody in unless you back
Well,
up.
he did it. He did
There
it.
you go.
Did you get? Do you need me? Don't forget to Did you take get it, hold Ben? of my camera. I think you got it.
Take another
Huh?
shot.
I think I blinked.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings Beer Sports.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. That's msumdragons.com/swim.
Today's Dragons Live coverage is brought to you by BSN, The Courtyard by Marriott, Herbert & Gerbert's, Richards Transportation, Shields of Moorhead, Shucks Bus Service, Buffalo Wild Wings, Forum Communications.
Hello everyone and welcome to your MSUM Halftime Report. On today's report, we're going to take a look at the students behind the scenes of Dragon Athletics that help promote, market, take photos, edit videos, and work on the live production crew, as well as much more as part of the Go Team.
The Go Team, we like to call ourselves the champions of Dragon Pride. And what that means is that we want to be champions of the brand of MSUM Dragons. The clothes we wear and the comments that we make and just being positive and excited about being Dragons. And the other side of that is being good at what we do. We have a lot of opportunities to win awards, and we've won 13 national awards in the last 5 years. And so we want to be the best representations of our brand and champions in everything that we do, and helping our other Dragon teams become champions in what they're trying to do. It's an internship that's going to be different from anything else I think you're going to find, because we really strategically try to find the strengths of the individual and craft the role around those. So it's not just a cookie cutter, you're going to be doing this, you're going to be doing that. You really get to make the experience whatever you want it to be. And we're firm believers, and you get what you put into anything. And so the harder you work, the better the experience is going to be. And if it's surrounded around your strengths, you're actually going to enjoy it too.
I'm Erin Lemaire. I am a production assistant and assistant student director at the Go Team. I joined the Go Team because it was a good chance to get experience in filmmaking in a more live production setting. I like a lot of different aspects of being on the Go Team. I like running the cameras and doing all sorts of the stuff with like the broadcasting, but I also like switching, pushing the buttons and doing replay, so all sorts of things.
My name's Laurel Hoseth. I take pictures for the Go Team during athletic events. I've always kind of liked sports and I love photography, so I thought this would be a good fit since I know how sports work, and I kind of am learning about my camera, and so I decided to get more experience. I feel really proud that your work is being used and it's actually appreciated.
I am Brent Keel. I am the audio video editor and production assistant with the Go Team. I joined the Go Team to put something on my resume that was beyond just I showed up to a class, and something to show employers that I have some real world experience.
My name is Macy Miller. For the Go Team, I'm a promotions coordinator. So I get to handle all of the in-game promotions. Pretty much they give me a mic and I get to make everybody excited to be here. So that includes like running games, throwing out t-shirts. I get to smile a lot, so I really like that.
If somebody was thinking about joining the Go Team, I would tell them to definitely just try it out. At least for a game or two, just to see if they like it.
These people that you'll be working with have a lot of pull in your career, and they also give you a lot of experience that you'll need in order to start a career.
There's a lot of real experience you can get that doesn't just apply to just sports.
Producing it, in all honesty, is a really cool opportunity that we allow our students to have. And just getting involved on campus is a great way to meet people, network, and just have a good time.
It's really easy to join the Go Team. All you have to do is go to msumdragons.com/go team and fill out the application. It's just your name, phone number, email, and just send us your resume. We'll bring you in for an interview, get to know you a little bit, and see if you're the right fit culturally for what we're trying to do here. But go to msumdragons.com/go team to apply today.
I'm proud to be a member of the Go Team and happy to have the opportunity to support Dragon Athletics, doing what I love. Stick around for more Dragons basketball after the break.
Today's Dragons Live coverage is brought to you by Matt Buss, Midco, Moorhead Public Service, Papa John's, Pepsi, Sanford Health, State Farm agent David Eggers, and Minnesota State University Moorhead. Get fired up for the new Shop MSUMDragons.com, the official online store of Dragon Athletics, featuring top brands like Under Armour, Adidas, Columbia, and more. Get gear in women's, youth, toddler, and infant sizes, perfect for all of our Dragon fans. Support your favorite Dragon team with Select a Logo. Anything custom ships in 72 hours. And take your tailgating to the next level with items like bleacher chairs, tailgate tents, and lawn chairs. Get the gear and support your team with profits going directly to Dragon Athletics from Shop MSUMDragons.com.
Just looking back on myself freshman year to who I am currently, it's a complete transformation.
You walk around campus all the time, you see friendly faces, you see smiling faces, and people really, really love being here.
For me personally, I was able to get the experience and the knowledge that I needed to be successful.
I've had a pretty long journey to get here. Went to community college, changed majors, and MSUM has transformed my life just incredibly.
Update or download to the all-new MSUM Dragons app on iTunes and Google Play. The new app features customized following of only your favorite Dragons teams, incredible in-app live stats and media coverage, and our Fired Up Rewards program all in one easy-to-use app. Update your Dragons app, search MSUM in your app store, or visit msumdragons.com/app to download the new MSUM Dragons app today.
Welcome back to Alex Nemzik Hall in Moorhead. Steve DeStacio, Jared Bledsoe, Alexis Kennedy with you. Good ball game here on the men's side. The Dragons lead at 45-44. Michael Lee was averaging 9 points per game. He had 12 in the first half. This is Johnny Benenga, and that's a layup drill. And then Ryan Brueggemann, one of our players to watch, and that's why he scored nearly 2,000 points in high school. Bryce Ersfeld, maybe he'll score 2,000 points for the Dragons. And then Taylor Schaefer running out after a Dragon turnover, and then Trayvon Code bombs away in the final minute, and the Dragons lead Southwest Minnesota State by the score of 45-44. Look at that, the Dragons outshot Southwest 55-44. The Dragons from three-point land made 5 of 11. Both teams made all their free throws, Jared. The Dragons are dominating on the boards, but
the turnovers, 6 turnovers for the Dragons, a goose egg, 0 turnovers for the Mustangs, and that's something I'm sure that will be addressed on both ends. Commending the Mustangs for doing a great job taking care of the basketballs, and the Dragons, they got to clean it up. They got to do a better job taking care of that ball.
I agree with Chad Walthaw, 1,000%. Turnovers are going to happen. Well, maybe not for Southwest, but those turnovers in the first half, at least 5 of those 6, if not all 6, were soft.
Right. Great job by the Mustangs anticipating getting those steals, but like you said, you definitely, you look back, I'm sure the Dragons look back at film and say, hey, we could have done a better job protecting the ball.
Those first half stats were sponsored by Midco. More after this. You're watching live coverage of Dragons basketball.
Heading to Fargo Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. That's msumdragons.com/swim.
Prosperity is today's investment in tomorrow's promise. The promise of a better way of life. With every act of kindness, every act of creation, and with every act of love, we strengthen our community. And when we stand together as a community, we accomplish the impossible. We can choose to pass through life, or we can choose to pass on a better way of life.
Do more of what you love without being held back by joint pain. At Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our team will work with you to create a care plan that meets you where you are, choosing treatment options that fit your lifestyle, so you can get back to more outdoor adventures, more traditions, more active moments, more you. See how you can reach your more at Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Shucks Bus Service presents a look around the league. Good ball game in Winona at the McCown Gymnasium, 46-43. There's the game you want to keep your eye on if you're a Dragon fan out of town. It's all the way down in Fayette, where Mary leads Upper Iowa 28-21. Augustana leads Justin Wick's Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs by 6. Wayne State leads St. Cloud. Wayne State just continues to impress, even though the Dragons got them here at Nemzik earlier this year. Halftime in Bemidji, good ball game between the Bears and the Beavers. Good ball game in Aberdeen. How about that one? Sioux Falls leads Northern State 32-26, and Crookston leads Mankato at the half 35-32. We are back at it tomorrow afternoon, 3:30 on the women's side and 5:30 on the men's side right here on WDAY Extra. And then next Friday and Saturday, we will close out the home portion of the schedule against St. Cloud State and Minnesota Duluth. We welcome you back to our location. Steve DeStacio, Jared Bledsoe, and I need some Bledsoe bullets for the second half.
Piggyback off what Coach Walthall said, they got to clean it up. The turnovers, 6 turnovers the first half. Got to defend the perimeter. The Mustangs have been 5 for 9 from the three-point line. You don't want them to continue to shoot like that, and you want to continue to attack. The Dragons doing a superb job, penetrate, finishing, penetrate, fighting teammates. I think those are the bullets that will help them be successful.
All that sounds well and good, yet you want to defend inside, you got to defend outside. Can you defend both?
You have to. If you want to be successful in this conference, you got to figure out a way to defend.
Are you happy with the job, if you're Chad Walthall, the job they did on Ryan Brueggemann, or is that where he's talking about making him earn? If he's going to score, at least make it tougher on the way to the hoop.
I mean, he's made some tough shots. I mean, that shot at the end of the half, it was a fadeaway. Quite a few of his shots have been fadeaway jump shots.
But he's also made some easy layups that I can make as well. I think that's, honestly, Jared, the Southwest's going to get their threes. All teams are going to get their threes. But, you take a couple easy buckets away from Brueggemann, you eliminate some of those soft turnovers, this could be a 10-point Dragon lead.
I totally agree with you. Force some more turnovers, force some more contested or tougher shots, and you extend this lead for the Dragons.
All right, here we go. It'll be the Dragons with the ball to start the second half. And it's Johnny Beninga. Berg had a hand on it but couldn't keep it. Now the Mustangs will play for the lead.
Oh, great find there by Brueggemann.
Here's Kenny Byers. Oh, what a spin by Byers. He couldn't finish. Here comes Trayvon Code. Byers got a flat tire. Here comes Trayvon Code. It's a 5-on-4 as Berg on the baseline. That's an opportunity instead of a turnover. Weren't we just talking about that?
Right. He could have put the ball on the floor just to avoid the travel, establish himself, maybe even reset the offense. So see if the Dragons will be able to clean that up, as that makes number 7 for turnovers.
Brueggemann short. Code the rebound. That was one of those Bledsoe bullets that backfired for the Dragons on their first possession. Gavin Baumgartner. If he doesn't lay out at least once or twice, I don't think he feels like he put in a good effort. Code, no. Baumgartner kept it alive. Ball didn't hit the rim. Underneath,
Nice
Berg
find.
scores.
Great find there by Baumgartner to Berg. And again, the second chance, second effort by Baumgartner is going to help the Dragons be successful. A great anticipation there by Baumgartner.
Watch out, here goes Simon. And he finishes.
Nice find. Nice finish there by Sim.
You know what I was thinking.
Oh, you was thinking dunk time.
I was thinking.
You was thinking dunks.
I was thinking the house. Watch this finish, though. Boy, he got crushed by Byers, and yet he had the athleticism and composure and moxie to finish.
Moxie, I like that word.
I just made it up. Sounds pretty fun to me. Simon misses. It's 49-44. The Dragons have their largest lead, but it's just 5. 18:30 left to go. Hansen for 3. No. They didn't defend it 3, just didn't go in. If you had to choose between the one, do you defend the 3 or the easy stuff inside?
Well, halftime adjustments, obviously they were 5 for 9 from the three-point line, so you want to get a hand up as Berg grabs the offensive rebound.
And again, nearly threw the ball away. Go ahead.
Yes, but you want to continue to contain and contest.
Baumgartner. No. Hansen the rebound. This Hansen guy's got pretty good hands, right, Jared? Right here, number 1.
He
shooting
does.
over top of Berg. He had 104 receptions in high school. In his senior year, 1,241 yards, 25 touchdowns. That sounds like good hands to me. And a good quarterback. Sim again.
Great find by Baumgartner to Sim.
Remember I told you earlier, in pockets, Sim is all NSIC as Brad Bigler takes a timeout. This crowd is getting louder. The Dragons' lead is getting larger.
Heading to Fargo Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
Nobody burned down your she shed, Cheryl.
Well, my she shed's on fire.
Your she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
You hear that, Victor? I'm getting a new she shed.
She shear?
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful news.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Dave Eggers at 218-233-1334 today.
Tonight's game is sponsored by the Microtel and the Travel Lodge of Moorhead. If you're heading to Fargo Moorhead for vacation, shopping, business, visiting, whatever, stay at the Microtel or the Travel Lodge and Suites, both with great locations. They have all the amenities you need, a great breakfast, Wi-Fi, and much, much more. Ask for the MSUM rate, and they will set you up. Thank you to the Microtel and the Travel Lodge and Suites. And MSUM is proud to have Sodexo as its dining services partner. Convenience and flexibility are built into each dining plan. Visit mnstate.sodexomyway.com. 51-44. The Dragons are on top. Southwest Minnesota State will inbound. And here's Brueggemann. Brueggemann has not had a shot, or he's had one shot so far here in this second half. Here's another steal. Code. That's a first Southwest turnover. Code can't finish, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
We talked about the perimeter defense. Great job there by Code, picking the pockets, going coast to coast.
So it'll be Trayvon Code on the free throw line to shoot 2. Code is an 84% free throw shooter. One more free throw for the Reading, Pennsylvania native. On its way and good. It's 53-44. This is the largest lead that either squad has had. Code defends.
Oh, nice anticipation about Code. He thought he had it.
Good officiating by Garland Sanchez Jr. on the near side. He got some help from Kelly Onloff and properly gave the ball back to Southwest. This is Brueggemann. He'll just fire. No. Sem out-jumped Addison Park for the rebound. It's a 9-point Dragon lead. Here's Simon Sem. Baumgartner tried to go inside for Sem. That's one thing that Gavin Baumgartner probably needs to clean up. He's so good, but yet he does make some of those careless passes that have gotten picked off.
Yeah, he definitely tried to thread the needle on that pass to Sem.
Baumgartner off the glass!
But he makes up with it with plays like that. Hitting a long three at the end of the shot clock buzzer. Wow.
Gavin Baumgartner's first 3 points here tonight. In the lane, Michael Lee now has 14, 56-46. Baumgartner had to shoot that with 1 second left on the shot clock. Here's Park on the left block. Oh, Addy!
Big time move by Park with an opportunity to get another point at the stripe. Spin cycle. Excuse me. I got 2.
Addy to the free throw line to shoot 1. Park connects. 9 for Addy. The lead is back up to 13. It's 59-46. The Southwest squad has won 3 in a row and 5 of 6. Their only loss was at Winona. There's no dishonor in that. Here's a whistle, and I think they got Trayvon Code for a foul, and they did. I'm just going to throw it up and kiss it cleanly off the glass. That's what you call clean living, my friend.
Clean living. You think he called glass on that one?
I think he was just praying that it hit something. Kramer, you and that glass. Kenny Byers back in the ball game. He'll give it off to Nick Dufault. Now here goes Taylor Schaefer. He'll pop, and that ball got blocked by Baumgartner. That's what you get with Gavin. You're going to get some of those turnovers, but you're also going to get 100% max effort. Here he is. Inside the Park.
Oh, nice
That's a good throw.
Excellent find there by Baumgartner. Nice little float pass where Park can catch it high, keep it high, and finish.
Only Park could have caught it. Hansen.
Oh, great
Lost
anticipation.
it. Here comes Ersfeld. And a foul.
Dragons have definitely turned up the heat on the perimeter. As we talked about, one of the Bledsoe bullets, defend the perimeter, and the Dragons have done that thus far.
And they've also created a couple of turnovers because they've turned up the heat. The Dragon lead is now up to 15.
Get fired up for the new Shop MSUMDragons.com, the official online store of Dragon Athletics, featuring top brands like Under Armour, Adidas, Columbia, and more. Get gear in women's, youth, toddler, and infant sizes, perfect for all of our Dragon fans. Support your favorite Dragon team with Select a Logo. Anything custom ships in 72 hours. And take your tailgating to the next level with items like bleacher chairs, tailgate tents, and lawn chairs. Get the gear and support your team with profits going directly to Dragon Athletics from Shop MSUMDragons.com.
Okay, one more.
All right, Benji.
Come on.
Benji.
Yes, smile. Come on,
What about the flash?
Okay, one more. Benjamin, hold
Make
it
a flash,
sideways.
Benji. You have to
Please
back it
use
up.
my
You want to get
camera.
everybody
Looking at
in.
the
You
camera?
can't get everybody in unless you back
Well,
up.
he did it.
There you go.
Did you get? Do you need me? Don't forget to Did you take get it, one Ben? with my camera. I think you got Benjamin. it.
Take another
That
shot.
work? I think I blinked.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings Beer Sports.
Here's the Gate City Bank My School Spirit Card fan cam. Ask for a Dragon debit card and they'll make a donation directly to Dragon scholarships. And if you're looking for a good neighbor insurance agent in our community, call David Eggers at 218-233-1334 or stop by the Eggers Street on 8th Street in Moorhead. We go across the street to Alexis Kennedy.
Immediately in that last timeout, there's some leadership by Brueggemann coming in saying, stop thinking so much. We know what we're doing. We're better together. And then Coach Bilger coming in saying, you guys have to be better together. We got a long game ahead, and we got to change the tempo.
That's what Brad Bigler has been about his entire career. There he is. This is a guy I would run through a wall for. This guy is such a good coach, student of the game. He's just lived and breathed Southwest Minnesota State basketball. 63-46. 14:47 left to go. Here's Dufault coming to a stop, and now Kenny Byers. That ball went off of Addison Park. Hansen up ahead to Ersfeld. No.
But again, great perimeter defense by the Dragons, causing that turnover as Byers tried to attack.
Schaefer can't hit a three. Baumgartner the rebound, even though he came up a little lame. He's Ginger on his right side. This is Ersfeld. Up top, Wyatt Hansen. He'll look for Addison Park. Ersfeld. No. Rebound yanked down by Taylor Schaefer. This Mustang squad, it doesn't get any easier for them. They get league-leading Northern State tomorrow night as a foul gets whistled against Code. Northern led St. Cloud by 2 games coming into tonight, and the Dragons by 3. And that's not just in the NSIC North. That's for the whole shebang. Byers somehow kept his dribble. Still dribbling.
Oh.
You kidding me?
Great job by Byers keeping his dribble. Mustangs going to a full court press. But Ninga not able to capitalize. Yeah, I'm still mesmerized there. Byers able to dribble at least 15 times in the lane.
And at least, unlike that, the Dragons are making Southwest make tougher shots. 63-50, the Mustangs are back to within 13 with just under 13 minutes left to go. Baumgartner.
Mustangs in a 1-2-2 press. And they cause the turnover.
Loses the ball. Chad Walthall's going bananas on the other side. Kramer across midcourt. This is Dufault for 3.
And I'm sure this was what was discussed in the huddle for the Mustangs. Hey, we got to change the tempo of this game. The Dragons are too relaxed. They're controlling it, but Dragons handled the press that time.
Benenga. Up top, Baumgartner, and now Adi Park. No, Hansen tried to tip it in twice, and he got fouled. There's what Wyatt Hansen can bring to the table. This guy was so good in high school. 2,249 points, 683 rebounds, and 465 assists. There's a good look at Wyatt, who clanks free throw number 1. Quiet Wyatt. He doesn't say much, but he gets things done as Brueggemann comes back in.
Yeah, he's giving the Dragons some quality minutes, as several of the Dragons have. Collectively, 9 Dragons have scored tonight.
Hansen hits. Chad Walthall takes a timeout.
Heading to Fargo Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn and Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn and Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
Liddy here with another lesson.
Okay, gotta make a list. Pay cable bill, research car insurance rates, get groceries. And my student loan payment is due next week.
You look stressed. If you're worried about money, try riding Matt's bus.
There is a bus stop pretty close to my job. I could give it a try.
Awesome. More conditioner?
Thanks a lot.
He learned his lesson. Join us and take the challenge to ride green.
Here are the Buffalo Wild Wings standings, Jared. The Dragons 3 behind Northern, 1 ahead of Minnesota Duluth, 3 in front of the University of Mary. Southwest Minnesota State doing what they do under Brad Bigler, and that's battle.
Yeah, showed a lot of composure, trying to scrap and fight back into this game.
Alexis, you were just behind the Dragon bench. What did Chad Walthall have to say?
Well, you mentioned him going bananas here when they got pressed, but he mentioned that, and he said that they need to have 3 outlets. They need to have one down the baseline, in the middle, and then across. So his main message there was to help your teammate out on that press.
All right. Thank you very much, Alexis. She was the definition of a student athlete today.
Let's hear it. What happened?
She had softball practice, went home, got ready for the ball game, in progress, picked it right up like a pro. Right? That's what we do here at Dragons Live. That's right. She still has another softball season to go. Up top, this is Kenny Byers. Muscling his way inside.
Byers has made his mind up. He's going to the basket each time, and nobody's able to contain him thus far.
It's a 9-1 Southwest run over the last 3 minutes. Here's that pressure. Baumgartner has to get across midcourt and does. Hansen double team. This is Johnny Beninga looking for an opening, and Wyatt Hansen. I don't know whether that was a pass or a shot, but the ball got tipped out of bounds by the Mustangs. What have they done over these last 3+ minutes to turn this thing around?
They've changed the tempo. The press, the trapping, and so forth have definitely changed the tempo of this game. And the Dragons have to, if they want to continue to keep this lead, they're going to have to find a way to regain their composure, possibly get it inside or run some early screen action, as you talked about, play downhill.
So this is where I think a Simon Sem can step up and get a bucket or two for the Dragons. Here he is. He finds Beninga, who's got to shoot it. He hit the rim, and there's Simon Sem getting a rebound, and then he got fouled. It's those little things at Simon Sem. I'm telling you, when this guy puts his mind into the game, he could be a huge star for the Dragons in these next 3+ years.
I totally agree. Great second effort, effort play there by Simon Sem.
Kept this possession alive. Here's Johnny Beninga. The pass inside to Addie Park, and he gets fouled. Good look inside by Simon. They don't need him to score 20 whatever points he got up at Fargo North. That's not going to happen. This is bigger boy basketball than Fargo North.
Bigger boy basketball. I like that. I like that. Addie Park plays big boy basketball though.
All the time.
Great job there. Catching it high, keeping it high, and staying with the play.
Park hits. Just defend if you're Simon Sem. Defend. Go get a board. If you can get a bucket, bring the house down with a dunk, change the momentum like he did over Concordia against Northern State. telling you, that little, what was it, a 7-0 Simon Sem run? Dragons won by 1. Park hits a couple free throws. Jake Johnson in, Park sits down.
I would say I agree. Tremendous momentum shift as Simon Sem got involved to dunk the defensive effort.
66-55, 11:05 left to go. Brueggemann scoreless so far in the second half as a foul gets whistled. Bryce Ersfeld doesn't like it.
I'm convinced Ersfeld had to play high school football at some point. That was a solid, strong play by Ersfeld.
Remember I told you Brueggemann had 1,954 points?
Yes.
Ersfeld had 2,572.
There's
2 for Brueggemann. Ersfeld breaks the pressure.
That's getting buckets.
Johnson on the right baseline. Jake Johnson wants it back. Beninga from 15.
Sweet shot there by Beninga.
Kramer inside and blowing the layup was Hansen, and a foul. Jake Johnson collected the rebound, and he'll go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1.
And kudos to Code for helping, forcing Hansen to adjust in midair and miss that point-blank range layup.
So now Jake Johnson will get his hand at the free throw line. He's 12 of 17. That's 71% this season. As going to sound cliche, but I mean, Jake Johnson, these role players, Wyatt Hansen, Britt Busman, just do what Jake Johnson has done in the last minute. He got 7 points in the first half, just got a rebound. Now he's making his free throws.
And the thing is, if you can get consistency out of those players, those role players, you can go far in the NSIC tournament. You give yourself a chance to advance as we get an offensive rebound now.
Simon Sem kept it alive, and now the senior, Trayvon Code.
Trayvon Code playing downhill, getting to the basket.
71-57. We approach the 10-minute mark. Brueggemann. Foul. Sem the foul. So Brueggemann will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. He's a 91% free throw shooter. Ersfeld would be number 1 in the NSIC, but doesn't have enough attempt. There's Brad Bigler. He's taken his team to the NCAA tournament the last 2 years. Brueggemann makes a couple of free throws at 71-59. It's still a 12-point game. Here's Johnny Beninga. Up top, Trayvon Code. He's going to fire a 3.
Oh, big time shot by Code.
3 threes in the ball game for Trayvon Code. He has 17. Brueggemann. Here's Kenny Byers.
Great help side there by Ersfeld.
Somehow staying in bounds is Taylor Schaefer. He's going to fire a 3. That's an air ball. Grabbing the offensive rebound is Colin Bartlett. He couldn't score. This is Kenny Byers.
Oh,
and he'll travel.
Defense. Excellent defense there by the Dragons. Finding the energy, the effort there without fouling.
I'm telling you, Jake Johnson just made a splendid defensive play. 9:17 left to go. The Dragons are up 74-59.
Another day. And just like every day, it never seems to slow down. But you have a plan. Grab a cup, grab the paper, and grab a little time. Just for you. It's worth it. Don't get the paper? Just grab the phone. Call now and save up to 60% off the newsstand price. Journalists, bringing the story home every day.
Just looking back on myself freshman year to who I am currently, it's a complete transformation.
You walk around campus all the time, you see friendly faces, you see smiling faces, and people really, really love being here.
For me personally, I was able to get the experience and the knowledge that I needed to be successful.
I've had a pretty long journey to get here. Went to community college, changed majors, and MSUM has transformed my life just incredibly.
It's now easier than ever to watch the Dragons on your TV. We've got the Dragon Smart TV apps on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, and Android TV. And you can download Dragons Live episodes.
We talked about those role players. You talk about Jake Johnson, the Wyatt Hansons of the world. 36 bench points thus far for the Dragons. Just tremendous job.
36. That's 38 for the starters. 74-59. Sam looping code. It's a 15-point game. The Dragons have led by as many as 17. Here's Bryce Ersfeld. It won't go, but he got decked. So Ersfeld will head to the free throw line for 3. Now we'll get to see Bryce at the free throw line, a 96% free throw shooter. His first free throw is good. Moorhead Public Service offers an incentive program called Bright Energy Solutions to provide rebates to customers who install energy-efficient equipment. Learn more at brightenergysolutions.com/Moorhead.
13, now 14 points for Ersfeld. When you can go to your bench and get that type of production, definitely give yourself a chance as a team to be successful.
Yeah, remember, Ersfeld and Park come off the bench. 77-59. This is Brueggemann. He'll fire from 15, no. Rebound, tipped by Jake Johnson into the hands of Trayvon Code. Trayvon leaves it for Jake, and he'll throw it away. He nearly got it back, and the ball goes out of bounds. I just think the Dragon women played with this energy, effort from tip-off to close. As Jake Johnson comes up with a steal, and the Dragon men have done the same. Here's Ersfeld.
Excellent decision by the young man, Ersfeld, pulling up on a dime for 3.
Bartlett, near side Brueggemann. He finds Nick Dufault, who gets fouled by Ersfeld. I like this Southwest team, Jared. I just think the Dragons are playing at a different level, a level that I firmly believe, just like the Dragon women, they can get bounced in the first round. They can win the whole shebang-a-bang down in Sioux Falls. Brueggemann scores again.
Again, when you got 9 players contributing at a high level, who do you focus in on? Who do you contain? You know, you don't have one guy to pinpoint. Obviously, Addison Park averaging close to 16 points a game, but you can't just focus in on him when you got a Johnny Beninga knocking down threes. You got a Ersfeld knocking down threes. You got Trayvon Code coming at you downhill. It's challenging when the Dragons are clicking on cylinders like this.
Sam with the rebound, up ahead to Ersfeld. Brad Bigler thought he was going to call a timeout. Here's Colin Bartlett. Good look inside to Lee. Can't score, but he gets fouled. Lee has done his part for Southwest tonight.
He has. Coming in, averaging 9 points a game. He had that the first half.
He had over that in the first half.
Yeah, about 12.
He had that on his third 3. Lee's first free throw goes through. Addie Park in, exit Jake Johnson after a good performance.
Yeah, we talk about the point production for Lee, but he's the shot block leader for this Mustangs team. So doing more than contributing from a point standpoint.
Lee couldn't get his second one to go. It's a 23-point Dragon lead. Sem and Code. Ersfeld. Here's Simon Sem. Code. Yes!
Oh, wow. That's when you know you're on fire. That was a tremendously tough shot right in front of the Dragon bench. We'll get a chance to see this. We'll step back, get tackled, nothing but nylon, and the Dragon bench erupts.
Four-point play for Trayvon Code. You know who's got the hardest job in the joint right now? It's Alex Nelson. How the heck are we going to pick out an electrifying play of the game? We had that. We had guys throwing the ball in from over their head, no looking. You had, was it Baumgartner?
The bank three.
The bank three with one on the shot clock. You got that? I mean, come on. Here's Benninga. Oh, Johnny.
It's finished there by Benninga.
Brueggemann scores. 22 for Brueggemann, so he's going to get his points. The Dragon women were in the 90s. You said it was going to be in the 90s. Southwest State didn't keep up as a foul gets whistled. Code will head to the free throw line.
We talked about it. It's going to be a high-scoring affair. The Dragons definitely holding up their end. Code an opportunity to get the Dragons to 93. He makes two of both. So I jinxed him.
Ersfeld will sit. Baumgartner will check in. So one more free throw upcoming for Trayvon. It's no good. So he'll miss a pair. It's 91-66. 5:40 left to go. Byers ran out of real estate. Now here comes Simon Sem. Code wants it. Code has it.
Oh.
And he's going to put on a show.
Trayvon Code with the double clutch two-hand jam in transition.
93-66. Here's a three in front of us by Dufault. 93-69.
Travel. That's the right call.
Yeah. Trayvon jump step, then bunny hopped. 4:59 left to go. The Dragon men up by 24.
From the time you were little, bouncing off the walls, you were told, go do something. And so you did. Then one day you found yourself in a cap and gown. Now, go do something was an invitation. Or was it a challenge? Go with Midco. We connect you with powerful, innovative technology. That's the start. Your drive and vision do the rest. Go do something. Yeah, that's definitely a challenge. You and Midco. Let's go.
Heading to Fargo Moorhead to get away and have a little fun? Book your room at the highly rated Microtel Inn & Suites. It's conveniently located just off 8th Street and I-94. Clean rooms and all the amenities you need to relax and recharge after a fun day out. Plus, when you wake up, you can enjoy a free hot breakfast. What are you waiting for? Book your room today at the Microtel Inn & Suites in Moorhead. Call 218-284-4022 or visit microtelmoorhead.com.
All All right, Jared, we haven't seen this since last year. They call this the Buffalo Wild Wings hero off the glass.
Oh.
Wild Wings for everybody.
I love it. I love it. And I got to ask you again, did he call it? Had the look on your face. The ref says it's good. It's good.
Oh, did you see him? He gave the little 3. Oh. Here's the assist of the game. Inside, Baumgartner at Addison Park. Let's go back and show that Buffalo Wild Wings hero shot again. That got the crowd even going as much as the, oh, we did get the replay again.
Look at the Dragons.
Yeah, I'll scorch. He can't contain himself. 93-69. It's pretty fun stuff when that happens. He's good. I'm getting Wild Wings. Dragon women won big. Dragon men up big. Dufault, another 3. Guy can shoot. It's 4 threes. And then Southwest gets to make the trip down into the frigid I-29 over to Aberdeen, South Dakota tonight, and they get Northern tomorrow at 6. Remember, we're back at it tomorrow afternoon, 3:30 on the women's side, 5:30 on the men's side, as the Dragons will take on the University of Sioux Falls. 4:09 left to go. Brueggemann's not in the game anymore. Taylor Schaefer driving on Park and rejected.
Anticipation there by Park with the block.
It's Kenny Byers. No. And the rebound was knocked out of bounds. Yeah, that's a correct call by Garland Sanchez Jr. once again. As Gavin Baumgartner looked like he volleyed that ball out of bounds.
That was the right call. We had a pretty good angle here.
I take care of my officials. Remember, those officials are people too.
They are people too, I agree.
You got to take care of them. Byers. Dufault, another 3. 4 threes in the second half for Nick Dufault. He has 15.
Saw full court press here by the Mustangs. And you noted that Brueggemann is out of the game. Obviously understanding the Mustangs have their hands full going down to Aberdeen tomorrow, so may want to leave some energy. Oh, look at Simon Sim go high and throw it down. He may have got a technical. Oh, he got a timeout as we watch this. Watch out below.
He did a pull-up. His team's up by 20.
It takes a team to bring the story home every day. It takes a leader to build a legacy of trust.
As the only locally owned news station in the region, we're there for you at every turn.
We're your neighbors, telling the stories that matter because your community is our community.
So when you need to reconnect, remember that we're working every day, just like you,
trying to make a better tomorrow.
WDAY News, the only locally owned news station in the region.
Well, you can see Simon Sims smile from a mile away. He's happy after that put-back throwdown.
That was a big-time finish. That's why the kid was getting recruited by some D1s in the region, because he has tremendous athleticism. As you said, we need more consistency out of the young man, but fun to see him have fun this evening.
Schaefer falls down.
Dragons.
And a jump ball. And I love the sportsmanship by Ersfeld and Sim. 2:51 left to go. Hansen will give off to Dufault. Kenny Byers going to fire from downtown. And the student section is going to remind him of what he just did.
Again, talk about answering the bell. The Dragons have definitely done a better job this second half defending the perimeter. I mean, Byers has gotten to the cup a couple times, but to contain that dribble drive that time and force him to shoot an air ball, just a tremendous job by Ersfeld.
Remember, Southwest got back to within 10. Chad Walthall called a timeout. And what has been the difference other than they've made everything they've thrown up? Here's Baumgartner. He can't score. And back comes Southwest. Taylor Schaefer. Here goes Dufault. Kramer up top, Dufault. No. Sem skies for the rebound. 9:20 remaining, and Fayette.
Nice find there by Ersfeld.
It's Mary 60, Upper Iowa 53. Addison Park scores, and now some changes as Wyatt Hansen and Britt Bussman and Jesse Berg are all going to come into the ball game. We want to welcome those of you who watched Bemidji State beat Concordia St. Paul 73-58, and another audience has joined us. Minnesota Duluth has beaten Augustana 81-72. As you take a look at our coaches cam, there is Chad Walthall. He has to be pleased with what he's seen tonight. Our coaches cam is presented by BSN. MSUM's Nike and Under Armour partner is BSN. Another game has just gone final, and now another. St. Cloud has beaten Wayne 91-79 down at the Rice Auditorium, and Minot beat Winona 87-72. Front half of the 1-and-1 is good. Visit MSUMDragons.com/swim for more information about the highly touted Dragon Swim School. They make learning to navigate the water easy and fun. Couple free throws thrown down by Taylor Schaefer, his first 2 points of the second half. Ersfeld, Berg, Hansen, Bussman. This is Jake Mertens for three off the glass. No. Bussman in the lane gets fouled. Mertens is a 6'3" redshirt freshman from Devils Lake.
If Bussman makes these free throws, you got 10. That would put 10 guys on the scoreboard for the Dragons. Just tremendous effort from starters to the bench this evening.
Oh, yeah, this has been a total team effort, no doubt. Joe Sievely's into the ball game. The 6'8" sophomore from Red Wing, Minnesota. Got to see his dad, Joe, down in St. Paul this past Saturday. He was a happy man because his son's team was victorious. Bussman's first free throw is good. For the latest news and schedule information for all of your favorite Dragon sports, visit MSUMDragons.com, the official website of Dragon Athletics. Bussman makes 1 out of 2. It's 98-77. Bartlett hands off to Braden Hansen. He'll go up, come down, and score. Jake Mertens running the show for the Dragons with exactly 1 minute left to go. Mertens creeping in the right side. Up top, Hansen. See if they can get a bucket to Joe Sievely or Mertens. This is Britt Bussman.
Nice
inside
find.
to Jesse Berg. He finds Sievely, a little lefty, no. Joe couldn't convert. It would have been his first points since December 8th. He'll defend here wonderfully, and Hansen grabbed the rebound. The difference between the shot clock and the game clock is 1 second. So Mertens. Still dribbling back and forth. He's going to have to shoot the ball. Or he doesn't. And Southwest is going to get the ball back with less than a second left to go. That's a turnover Chad Walthall can live with.
Well, at this point he has to, right?
And that's going to do it. The Dragons, impressive. They moved to 17-8. They beat Southwest Minnesota State 98-79. Alexis Kennedy is standing by. She's going to try to track down one of the Dragons, and we'll get on with the festivities, Jared. But just like in the women's game, I thought this wasn't a Dragon domination from the opening tip. Southwest was up at 1 point by 7, but a pretty good effort by the Dragons.
Tremendous effort, yes, tremendous effort by the Dragons, bench, starters. Great job.
Alexis Kennedy has found her man. It is Trayvon Code. Alexis.
All right, Trayvon, your whole entire team clicking on all cylinders tonight. What were the keys to tonight's game?
I think just playing hard, doing the tough things, and then just having fun. I feel like when we have fun, everybody's just playing along, and our team chemistry through the roof.
Heading into tomorrow night's game, how do you keep this success and momentum? That's okay. Heading into tomorrow night's game, how do you keep this momentum and energy?
Just move on to the next game and just play 100% every time.
Awesome. Thank you. Great job tonight. Steve, Jared.
That's Trayvon.
I didn't get wet.
That is Trayvon in a nutshell. Yeah, now Andy Scott. She's like, wait a minute, I'm Division II head trainer of the year a couple years ago, and now I got to clean up Cody Cox dumping water on Trayvon Code. But well-deserved and a great victory for the Dragons here tonight.
Great job, tremendous effort. But like, as you mentioned, to see the kids have fun, Trayvon Code addressed that. Like, it just helps with the program. I mean, having fun. Great job by the Dragons.
All right, let's get to your second half highlights here. And they are presented by Midco. Oh, underneath Simon Sim. Just get him the ball a couple times. Let him do his thing. We might get to see him do his thing later on with the rim. Here comes Simon. Is this his thing? No, that's a shovel to Bryce Ersfeld. That's a successful execution of a 3-on-2. This is Brueggemann taking 3 steps. That's a Euro crab. Ah, this is our halftime hero. That might have been the shot of the night.
Might have been.
Buffalo Wild Wings for everybody. And then Nick Dufault caught fire in the second half.
He did.
He had 4 threes in the second half. Watch Simon elevate, young man. And I'm going to do a pull-up for good measure. Simon Sem bringing the house down as his Dragons win it 98-79.
Great job by the Dragons, shooting a high percentage, 54% from the field, scorching hot, 59% from the three-point line, going 10 for 17. Did a better job protecting the basketball, only 3 turnovers and just domination on the rebounds. 47 rebounds to the Mustangs 26.
Yeah, what was it, 6-0 at halftime? The Dragons had 6 turnovers. They caused 7 second half turnovers to Southwest Minnesota State.
They did, turned up the pressure, did a tremendous job containing, penetration, defending the perimeter. Just an all-out team effort by the Dragons.
All right, let's pick an electrifying play of the game. Are we going to go Baumgartner? Are we going to go halftime hero guy? That's Simon Sem. That's Baumgartner turning around and
you can't go wrong with that.
Smooches from downtown. This is our electrifying play of the game presented by Moorhead Public Service, who reminds you to wash full loads of laundry whenever possible. If you have to wash a small load, then use the appropriate water level setting. For more energy-saving tips, log on to brightenergysolutions.com. Saving energy, saving money. That's another tough job. Got to pick a newsmaker of the game. Give it to Chad Walthall and Tim Bergstrasser, or you can go Trayvon Code all the way to the hoop. You are not going to go wrong. Trayvon Code is our newsmaker of the game. He finished with 23 points and 9 rebounds on 8 of 11 shooting, 4 of 5 from downtown. Call 241-5445 today to get the Forum of Fargo Moorhead delivered tomorrow. The Dragon women won earlier tonight in dominating fashion, and now the Dragon men get a large victory over Southwest Minnesota State as they look forward to the University of Sioux Falls tomorrow, and we will have it right here on WDAY Extra, 3:30 on the women's side, 5:30 on the men's side. Now we'll talk to Jared Bledsoe.
Wow. That's what all I can say. Those are the type of performances, from a coaching standpoint, you wish you could bottle up and take it off the shelf every night.
This performance tonight was probably the best we've seen from the women. It's probably the best we've seen from the men. Are you a believer that if the Dragons can somehow grab that bottle and take it with them down to Sioux Falls, that they could do some real damage in the NSIC tournament?
There will be some damage done if they can take a performance like tonight on the road, wherever.
All right, the first place they're going to have to take it is here tomorrow afternoon as the Dragons take on the University of Sioux Falls. Again, Alexis Kennedy, Jared Bledsoe, and I will have the call beginning at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon. So that's going to do it for our presentation here tonight. The producer of Dragons Live is John Webking. Our director is Alex Nelson. For everybody at Dragons Live, Steve DeStacio saying so long from Moorhead. The Dragon men in the win column again. They beat Southwest 98-79.